Are we on? We're live right now, guys. Let's go. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. We're back. I was supposed to go live probably Sunday night. Probably go live tomorrow. Yeah, last night. But your boy was kind of sick, not really feeling too good. Live streaming this Friday. Me and Chris Merle from Fight Rum. We'll probably go live. Probably Saturday or Friday. Friday. But yeah, we got Hop Knocker, and that was going to Hop Knocker. I hope you guys are home right now, man. I was supposed to go live at 8 p.m., but I got some stuff to do later. So what's going on, Wilkin? Let's freaking go, Wilkin. We're good to see you, brother. Let's go. How you doing right now, man? How was the card for you? Did you enjoy the card? And let's do a quick recap for last week, man. It was a pretty decent card, right? Really was a decent card, man. Day one was absolutely pretty good for us too. Let me see if I can bring it up here. We'll do a quick recap just to go over it. Obviously in the prelim, man, I was like kept going back and forth in this one. Yeah, I was like first I was like, oh, I think Borja is gonna go out to get it done. Then I picked Flip to Costa. I'm just happy I stayed away, bro. This fight was like Costa looked great out there. If you guys had money in Costa, I mean, great look there, great look there. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Costa looked great out there, man. Got the knockout. I was not expecting him to go out to get the knockout, bro. Like, holy shit, this guy's a real deal. He goes out to train with Lobos MMA. So I known. I should have known. I guess it is what it is. So you're gonna get some picks wrong, and this was one of my wrong picks on the card. Yeah, so I picked Flip to Costa, then I picked Flip back to Borjas, picked the deal fight. So I don't know why I did that, but hopefully, like we stayed away from betting this fight. But I mean, people are betting over 1.5. I was thinking about over 1.5, but a lot of people got burned on the over 1.5 because they went under. I don't think anyone was expecting people over 2.5 was actually minus 150 or minus 160. So a lot of people were not expecting like a first, second on knockout. I mean, people were expecting submission, right? Because like I thought Borjas had better striking, but like, he just couldn't deal with the leg kicks and he got absolutely chopped up like a tree. It was been on Classroom. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Classroom BMF. Let's go use those. Yeah, I like those emojis, bro. We gotta add more emojis. What you said, yeah, bro. I enjoyed the card. Was a few units also, yeah. Bro, I had like a 70% ROI on the card, so I'm pretty happy. Then I made like a dumb same game parlay with Michelle Pereira. Um, I lost like 50 on that. Then I made the back 50 back on over 2.5 rounds on that. So I just made some couple like live bets for fun on the main card because most of my action was on the prelims. Like I didn't have much action other than Pereira and the money limit close. That's my only official play that I had. Michelle Pereira minus 400 with the Drucker close. Drucker close, man. Like he was that third round. I was like, bro, holy shit, he's gonna get knocked out. Close almost looked like he was gonna get knocked out in the third round. Yeah, Bond Fiend, bro. I think the Bond Fiend some like decision was plus 200, bro. I should have played decision. Like I picked by decision. A lot of people were thinking that he's gonna go out to get a knockout. I should have like I picked decision because I knew how tough he is, man. I know how tough Vince Pichel is. I should have played decision. I think it was actually the over fight goes the distance was actually plus money. I think the fight doesn't go the distance was like minus 135, and the fight goes the distance was actually plus money. So I should have played Bonfim by decision because I had a feeling he's gonna go out there win by decision. It's not easy knocking out Vince Pichel, bro. You really gotta like Bonfim loops a lot of punches. We gotta be careful with Bonfim. I think we're gonna have to fade Bonfim eventually because he's not really technical. I don't think he's that technical. I think guys like Yahuber and those guys will give him a lot of problems out there. Western Mouse Climber, good to see you, Western Mouse Climber. We got TG in the house. Let's go, TG. Let's go, boys. You just said you say tours, like, bro. I saw you say okay. Holy shit, I'm having a fucking brain fart right now. You just said I saw you say tours could show up against Ricci. Is the fight goes a distance safer, bro? Fight goes a distance like minus like 400, minus 450. I mean, you're gonna have to parlay. You can't play it straight up. I don't know if Torres shows up, man. He can win this fight because he's got phenomenal takedown defense. So he's not gonna get taken down. Even now, I don't think he's gonna get taken down. But 2 years off in the game is a long time off. That's a long time off. Yo, let's go. Let's run over the recap. So Bonfim looked great out there, but I mean, should have finished Vince Pichel, but easier said than done, I guess. Barboza, I picked her by first submission. He almost had that submission. I thought he lost the fight, honestly. To be honest with you guys, I thought he lost the second round, third round, because he really didn't do much other than like dropping her with the spinning back fist in this fight. I thought Ernesto won the fight. Like I picked Diona Barboza. I picked her by first round submission. She almost had that rear naked choke in the first round submission. Couldn't get the submission off. Like Ernesto's so tough, man. I'm definitely gonna be betting on Ernesto her next fight because hopefully they give her like a better stylistic matchup because someone that's not gonna wrestle. I think she's gonna get it done next time around. She's only 25 years old. She's still really young. But that like long shot prop of the week was Barboza by submission. It was almost in. It was almost there. Our lock of the week, Rufi gets the 50K bonus. I mean, great, man. Great lock. I mean, I was going to pick Brito as a lock, but I'm glad I picked Rufi. I think Rufi was even a better lock. He went out there, had one of the best debuts out there that you could ever have in the UFC. Like, absolutely brutalized Malarkey. Even if Malarkey had a better chin, I don't think it would have mattered. I think Rufi would have knocked him eventually. Let's go. We got Presidential of Stricklandia. Bro, what kind of name is that? It's fucking hilarious. President of Stricklandia. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Holy shit. You guys have some funny ass names in the chat. Mr. Mess number 7. And I climbed Pine City and just dipped in a frigid river, having a smoke and a rum punch riverside. Bro, good job, man, Mr. Mess Climber. You're out there working, grinding hard, man. Love to see that. Let's go. We got Dana Blanco in the house. What's going on, Dana Blanco? He said, cheers, pick him. I won and close, but lost on Craig and Petrino. Yeah, Petrino let a lot of people down. I had Petrino in the long shot parlay. I didn't really trust him for like main parlays. I had 2 main parlays and I had like 1 long shot parlay, but the at plus 586. That was plus 586, and the only guy that ruined the long shot parlay was actually Petrino. So I had Brito to win in round 1, round 2 plus 150. I had a Pereira to win round 1, round 2. A Bonfim money line. I had Caio money line, and I had Petrino to win by TKO or decision. And this guy goes out there and shoots the takedown and shoot the takedown on fucking Smith. I knew as soon as I saw him, Smith locking the submission, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I'm not even that pissed off, to be honest. It is what it is. That's the game, right? Like, I'm glad I didn't have a lot of exposure, but yeah, I'm glad you won close. Close had some bad moments in their run, but I'm happy that Close was able to hang in there, bro. Let's freaking go. We got Woken with the $11 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. He said something from me to get you in gyoza or pizza on me. I want to thank you for the consistency, activity, and great picks. Also, keep going strong, brother. One of the greatest cappers in the world. I appreciate that. Woken. Appreciate that a lot, bro. We're making our way up on YouTube right now. Let's go. We're having a pretty good year, bro. This year's been pretty good for us. I've been learning from my mistakes from last year. I lost like some big cards. I lost like a ton of money on Ryzen, betting on Ryzen, like crazy parlays. So like I'm trying to like not do that anymore. Trying to make less mistakes now. But yeah, I appreciate the big super chat, Woken. Let's get some W's in the chat for our boy Woken, man. It's been supporting the channel from day one. Let's go. All right, let's run over this card. So Rufi looked great out there, man. I want to see him fight someone like Joe Huber, like Manuel Torres. I think that fight makes sense. What do you guys think? Manuel Torres? I think he should fight Manuel Torres next. They're both. I think that would be a good matchup for both of those guys. Or maybe give him Chris Duncan. Give him Chris Duncan. I think Chris Duncan just got subbed by Manuel Torres. I mean, he made 50K, so I'm happy that he made 50K. Drakkar Klose had good first 2 rounds. He got dropped bad. I mean, I don't really blame him for getting dropped, man. Joaquin Silva was clearly on the juice. This guy's clearly juicing. He's his dealers has to be Paulo Costa. Like Paulo. I mean, Joaquin Silva. If he just if he was more aggressive in the second, I think he could have won the fight. If he just didn't let Close just clinch him in the second round. Yeah, Close got the job done. Unanimous 29-28. I was worried. I was kind of worried in the second and third round. I mean, he got face planted, and Joaquin Silva pulled guillotine. So lucky for us that he pulled that guillotine, because if he threw some ground and pound, I think he could have got Close out of there. But yeah, I'm happy that Close was able to get it done. I'm probably not gonna parlay him next time, because there's some scary moments in that fight. Miktabek Robai, I stayed away from betting this fight. I didn't have a single dollar on this, and I'm happy I didn't, because we found out a lot about Robai. Robai is a real deal. This guy's legit, And that minus 250 money line, I think that was justifiable. He won the fight on the feet. He was able to grapple. Oh, it was Brenner. Brenner's so tough, man. Brenner's so fucking tough. I picked Uruguay by decision. Probably should have played something by decision because I knew he was not finishing Brenner. But I was worried that Brenner might fucking put it on him on the feet, bro. Uruguay, just the striking, like when you're worried about the takedown, the striking is definitely gonna open up, man. So Uruguay looked great out there. If you guys had Uruguay in your money in your parlay, it's a great parlay piece. He absolutely dominated. I know people are saying, oh, with the point deduction, it was gonna be a draw. I don't think it was a draw. Even Uruguay, I think Uruguay was clearly winning the third round too. Like he obviously won the first rounds. Like he was getting tired, but Brenner was getting tired too. Lucindo, I mean, I played Lucindo, a quarter unit Lucindo by submission. I had a feeling he might not be able to get the finish because he's only 22 years old. He's fighting a tough veteran who's had so much experience in Carolina, but Lucinda looked good out there. So he got the job done by 30-27. Great part of the piece, but I'm happy I stayed away because minus 400. I mean, it probably was. I think it was a great part of the piece if you guys played it. Burrito, man, not the way I wanted that TKO stop is, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, he's the only straight up money in play that I had for UFC 301. And Shore just couldn't get away from the clinch. Like he's just not physically strong enough. But yeah, Brito absolutely brutalized his legs. And the stoppage was kind of bullshit, I guess. Maybe they should have let it go on. But maybe if they let it go on, I mean, Shore probably would have needed surgery because that cut was pretty bad on his knee. So I'm happy that Brito was able to go out there and get the job done. I mean, he was clearly winning that fight. So it's not like Shore was winning that fight up until Brito landed that cut and the stop day. Like it's not like that. It's not even like that. So Shore, I think he needs to move back to 135. Brito, like I think Brito needs to fight Danny. I think he called out Danny right? Michelle Pereira, bro. Michelle, I mean Kai Brahalio. It's like, oh, I forgot about Kai Brahalio. Like I was leaning decision, but then I played we picked him by second on KO. He got the second on KO. Yeah, I had a feeling he might get a finish here because he was saying that he's gonna go out to get the knockout. I mean, happy that he got the knockout. TG Sabrito stop was bad, but was easily winning. Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, I wanted to see him lay out Jack Shore out cold. That's what I wanted to see. But it is what it is. You know, it's not really Brito's fault though. I mean, that he was doing his job and he was out there fighting. He was clinching more than I would have liked. I don't know why he's clinching more. Like, why would he be clinching so much? Was he worried about the striking or the speed from Jack Shore? Jack Shore was landing some nice counters, so I think if he fights like someone like Dan Ige, I mean, can he take down Dan Ige? I think he could take down Dan Ige. I think that's the way he would beat Dan Ige if he takes him down over and over. But that's a tough matchup, man. Dan Ige is the ultimate gatekeeper at 145, and Dan Ige was calling for that fight with the who was it? I think it was Volkanovski. Yeah, he called out Volkanovski after Volkanovski last. He's like, let me know if you want to tune a fight with me, Dan Ige. I like Dan Ige though. I think that'd be a fun matchup between Dan Ige and Brito because Brito's like right there in the top 15 almost now. Antoine, what's going on? Antoine, you said anyone watching the Celtics Cavaliers a few minutes? Bro, I don't really watch NBA when I don't bet on it, and I haven't. So I had a good run betting NBA. Then I had 2 bad days betting NBA. Then I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm done betting NBA now. Like there's so many stuff that can happen in MMA. It's like so much easier to bet MMA than NBA. Like I don't really watch NBA like crazy, so I don't really do crazy research either. So it doesn't really NBA doesn't really work out for me long term, and I can't really watch a game. It's not really like fun for me watching the game. What's going on, Factor? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Nice to see you. President of Strickland, he said, pick him. Would you spar Strickland for 20K? I mean, doesn't have a lot of knockout power, so I'd probably just get my ass whooped for like 5 minutes, give him 20K. So, I mean, he could probably knock me out. He's a fucking big dude. But I mean, he was a Neon, right? Was a Neon? Not Neon. Who was that guy? What was that guy's name that he sparred? I can't remember his name. Boss guy said, I think Robot got exposed. What do you mean he got exposed? He didn't get exposed, bro. He was outstriking Brenner on the feet. I mean, knocked him down. I mean, so I don't think many people expected him to be the better striker. Certainly not me. I stayed away from parlaying Uruguay because I was worried that if he stays on the feet, Brenner might be the better striker. But when you're worried about the takedowns from a guy like Uruguay, the hands are gonna open up. You're gonna keep your hands low. You're like the counter striking is gonna open up. You had Rufi in all your parlays. Yeah, that's a great parlay piece. I played him one parlay, then I played him by KO. Yeah, he's a like I think he's a better like lock than even Brito. I was thinking about locking Brito, but I think Rufi like he looked like a true lock out there. What's going on, Grimy? Good to see you, Grimy. Let's go. Yeah, Sneeko. Yeah, it was Sneeko. Yeah, I got respect for Sneeko after that, though. I mean, going out there spurring like a UFC champion. I mean, that's it takes you gotta have some balls on you to go out there and spar a guy like that. Even though he got his house beat, didn't really get knocked down though. So Sneeko's like pretty tough, man. He's got a chin on him. But let's get back. Let's run over. So Braulio got the second on TKO. I'm happy that I changed my pick to TKO second on. I only played like $10 on the KO. It was plus 215. I should have played more on the KO. We just did it. We just did a live bet for fun. Yeah, Braulio look great out there. Minus 600. It was justifiable because Paul Craig didn't have any good moments in that fight. Michel Pereira, bro, who's gonna beat this guy? And Michel Pereira, I don't know who beat this guy. To be honest, have you guys seen this guy fucking choking out a bowl? this guy's a beast, bro. Like first, like he's got like first 3 round finishes and last 3 fights first round finishes, and they haven't gone past the first minute. Like all 3 fights haven't gone past the first minute. Yeah, this one was just a minute and 6 seconds. His last 3 fights have lasted like a total of 3 minutes. I mean, Murata really dodged the bullet. Murata like he's probably like, fuck, man, thank God I didn't fight this guy. Yo, Murata's probably like probably had a beer after that watching that fight. He's probably like, that could have been me. That probably would have been me. Holy shit. Murata is fighting someone else, right? Who's he fighting right now? He's fighting. No, he's not fighting anyone. He got cut, right? They cut him from the UFC, I think. Yeah, I think Michel Pereira could be like 9-1 right now in the UFC. I mean, I think it could be 10-1 right now because this was a fucking bullshit illegal knee like that he landed on Tristan Connolly. He just gassed out in that fight. He could be undefeated right now, 11-0. But yeah, he's been looking solid out there, man. Michel Pereira is a fucking beast. I mean, I don't see anyone beating him until the top 10. Even then, I think you could make it to a title shot. You should get us. I think you should get someone ranked now. Smith absolutely fraud checking Vitor Petrino. No, was that a fraud check or was that not a fraud check? I'm not really sure if it's a fraud check. I think Petrino just made a mistake out there. Shit happens, bro. He's only 26 years old, so if you have Petrino in all your parlays, I mean, like you're probably pissed off because I was gonna put him in all my main parlays too. Then I'm like, I don't know, man. Smith's like ranked in the top 10. He's fought pretty much everyone in the top 10. He's got so much experience. Fought John Jones back in the day. So I stayed away from. I only put him in a long shot parlay, so I'm happy that I did. I'm kind of pissed off that we lost that long shot parlay. It was like 25 would have made us like 150 in profit. But that's the game, man. I mean, there's gonna be some people out there that make mistakes. It's cage fighting at the end, right? How's it going, Bob? It's good to see the Bob. He said, howdy, let's go, Bob. We got Ernie B now. Ernie said, I punched like Paul Craig, my dreams. Yo, Paul Craig, man, like, I don't like. This is a tough fight for him, right? This is a guy that can grapple, and I'm glad Brawley wasn't playing that fucking jiu-jitsu game with him, trying to like go and play that guard game with Craig, because Kyle was telling him to reach his guard, and Luce Emperor, what's going on, Luce Emperor? Good to see you, brother. He said, I just needed RC for 1500. Vegas did me dirty. Yeah, bro. I think I think he's gonna be champion eventually. I mean that was like a 50-50 fight. I don't know who would have won. Like I had it like what was it? I think I had it like 1-1, 2-2 heading into the 5th round, and then Ursa made a mistake in the 5th round, gave up that takedown and gave up full mount. Yeah, that's the game though, bro. Luis and Pereno. I picked I was gonna give you guys to bet on Pantoja by decision, but I'm glad I stayed away from betting that one. I stayed away from betting the co-main event also, because those are some tough fights out there. But yeah, that's the game, bro. You'll be back, Luis and Pereno. But yeah, that's a lot of money, 1500 because of the Ursa. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if they give it to Ursa, to be honest with you guys. I think Ursa will be champion soon. President of Strickland Diaz said, WMC, you live in Vancouver? I think he lives in the States, right? Do you live in Vancouver at WMC? Bob said, who we locking up on this upcoming card? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know yet. Like, I want to give you guys like a good lock, but I haven't picked one yet. All right. We have Smith, absolutely spot checking Vitor Petrino. 11-1 now, bro. Smith's we're never gonna hear the end of from Smith from this fight. Petrino, man, there's someone out there that had 5-unit parlay. I'm not gonna say who had it, but it was a good 5-unit parlay. Petrino ruined it for him, so that sucks, man. If you had Petrino all your parlays and he ruined it. We have Smith. Give him a tough fight. Holy shit! I need to drink some fucking water. Yeah, Smith looked good out there, man. I mean, even on the feet, he was checking, landing some nice leg kicks. So I think Smith's still going to be a problem with some of these guys in outside the rankings. He's going to be the ultimate keeper right now. Where does Smith go from here? Probably give him Krylov. I think that probably makes sense. Petrino should fight Guskov. I think Petrino should be not Guskov. Guskov's ranked right now, I think, because he beat Ryan Spann, who's ranked. So Petrino should probably fight someone like Spann. I think Ryan Spann makes sense. Petrino and Ryan Spann makes sense. Jose Aldo, man, prove me wrong. I'm glad I stayed away from betting. There's no way I was gonna bet Jonathan Martinez at chalk against Jose Aldo, who's an absolute fucking legend. I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. I'm happy that I got my pick wrong here. I'm not even salty at all. Like Jose Aldo looked great out there, man. Probably should have taken him here, but I wasn't sure how. Like I knew he was not washed at all, which is why I didn't bet Martinez. But yeah, Jose Aldo dominated this fight. I mean, John Martinez, he had Martinez crying out there. Martinez was crying. He was like embarrassed that he couldn't even win one single round out there. Yeah, Jose Aldo. I think Jose Aldo should be fighting someone like Figueiredo. I think that makes sense. So I mean, he's already got a couple of ranked wins, right? Yeah, 135. He already beat Chito Vera. He already beat Pedro Munoz. Already beat Frafon. So I think Figueiredo, former champion versus former champion. I think that makes a ton of sense. Figgy versus Jose Aldo. I want to see that matchup. I think the UFC could put that on a pay-per-view or something. What's going on, Tai Tai? Good to see you, Tai Tai. He said, what's up? Did you bet or watch Canelo at all? No, I didn't. I watched the highlights. DAZN posted the highlights on YouTube. I didn't bet on it. But I knew it was a good fight, bro. I mean, Canelo has a chin on him because that guy that he was fighting was landing some good shots on him. Really didn't have like fight-ending power. But the uppercut that Canelo landed, bro, that was fucking nasty. I mean, Canelo's a problem still. Canelo's gonna. I think I heard rumors that he's gonna be fighting Terence Crawford right soon. Let's go. You think it was 4-1 Ursi? I think could have been 3-2 either way. But still 9 takedowns, bro. 9 takedowns, 9 minutes of control. It's still MMA, so that matters sometimes. But I had a Pentosa because of fifth round. But Ursa looked good out there, man. Man, listen, Ursa's trash. He's never becoming anything. You're wrong, man. You're wrong, man. You're so wrong. Ursa, like, he looked better out there than guys like Roy Bowl or like all these other guys did. Even Moreno. I mean, I think Ursa looked better out there. And you said you're betting NBA tonight. Not me, bro. I'm gonna save it from betting. But Nate Brown's always got some nice picks in NBA. Nate Brown, Woken. We have a nice Discord, so maybe you guys are in the Discord right now. And I don't really bet other than MMA. I only bet MMA mostly. I'll do like some NBA bets for fun. But it's only like once in a while. What's going on, Nate Brown? Good to see you, Nate Brown. He said Benner looked off. I don't know if it was just I think it's he's worried about the takedowns over and over. And even the control, man, if you're getting taken down over and over, you're gonna get tired carrying all that weight, trying to get up to your feet over and over, constantly working your way up to your feet. But yeah, not a bad. I don't think that was a bad pick because he made fucking Earlby work. I think a lot of people were expecting Earlby to go out there and finish him. But yeah, I knew that he's not gonna finish him. But I think that grappling kind of got him tired too. Maybe it was a weight cut. Maybe he had a tough weight cut too. Earlby is fucking good, man. He's got a chin on him too. He's tough. His cardio was kind of falling apart in the third round. He was getting tired. And there was that one moment at the end of the second round where Brenner got on top full mount on Earl by. So if maybe there was more time left in the second, or maybe Brenner could have got some ground in front of. But either way, like Brenner, like it's tough, man. I think Brenner's still gonna beat some guys. I think Brenner still can still make some improvements out there. This was just a tough fight for him. All right, so Jose Aldo looked great out there. I think him versus Figgy makes sense. Obviously, the main event, guys. So Pantoja, I picked Pantoja by decision. A lot of people thought he's gonna go out there get a submission or like a finish. I knew he's not gonna finish Ursa, man. I knew Ursa's not finishing him either. Pantoja by decision was plus 300. That was a good number. I should have. I was gonna give you guys that bet best as a best bet. I wrote it down and everything. Then I was like, I'm just gonna stay away because Ursa could be the real deal. We found out that Ursa is the real deal. You just if you just defended more takedowns, and we got taken down like 9 times. Who's trying to offensively wrestle? He shouldn't have been offensively wrestling out there. I think he would have won the 5th round and won the fight if he just wasn't offensively trying to shoot takedowns in the 5th round. But Pantoja's so tough and he's got a chin on him. Either way, like it was a good card. Either way, I actually enjoyed that card. All right, let's talk about UFC St. Louis now, guys. We got the Black Beast Derek Lewis taking on Rodrigo Nascimento. Let's go. Let's go. They already dropped the props on BetOnline. I did updated picks video earlier today, so they already dropped the picks and everything. I mean the props. I don't think we have props out for all the fights right now. We only got props out for like other than Terrence McKinney. I think they're probably waiting for other books to drop the props on McKinney to see how many people are gonna hammer that McKinney round 1 finish. Because there's gonna be a lot of people hammering that McKinney round 1 finish. So they're probably waiting for the. That's why they're probably wondering where they're gonna line that round 1, round 2 finish for McKinney. I think that's why they're taking a while for the McKinney round props and the props overall. Yeah, let's go over it, guys. So first fight on the card is gonna be JZ Ultra taking on Veronica Hardy. I'm picking JZ Ultras. I think she's fought the way better competition. I think she could be 4-1 right now if she didn't get caught in that guillotine, standing guillotine choke by Blanchfield. I think she could be like 4-1 right. If you guys go back and rewatch she was a big underdog in that fight too. She's like a plus 300 underdog, I remember. And I actually betted Blanchfield in a parlay, had her by submission. Yeah, she was like plus 360 big underdog, and she's clearly winning that fight on the feet, clearly dominating that fight. She's fought way better competition. Macy Barber knocked her up. I think Macy Barber will probably finish Hardy too. Like she's fought Tatiana Suarez back in the day also. I'm gonna pick JJ Alcraz here. I haven't bet it because I think this could be a really close fight, and I don't want to be sweating a bet on this fight because Hardy's been looking pretty good out there after that 4-year layoffs he had. 3-year layoffs he had. She came out there, won the fight over Juliana Miller as a big underdog. Then she went out there, won a fight over as a small underdog of Jamie Lynn Hurt. It was pretty horrible. I picked Jamie Lynn Hurt. Horrible pick there. But Lynn Hurt wasn't really wrestling offensively until like the 3rd round. And you could tell Hardy was getting tired in the 3rd round. She won the first 2 rounds, but the 3rd round she's getting really tired. I'm going to pick JZ Ultras here. I think JZ Ultras probably gets the job done. So we do a poll for this one. Let's see if you guys want to. Let's do a poll for this one. Let's do a poll. Let's see who you guys want to pick. We always do a poll for fights. JJ Aldrich versus Hardy. I know people are picking Hardy. I mean, Tapology, it's like 76% picking Hardy here. Nate Brown said, I'm going to do an all-American parlay. You should, bro. You should. Eddie said it's great for the UFC, to be honest. Fight goes the distance. Yeah, I do like fight does go the distance. I think this one goes the distance for sure. Because I don't think Hardy has a lot of finishing ability, and I don't think JZ Ultra is gonna get finished here. She's not really a finisher herself. She's like a more of a point fighter. Like I picked JJ Ultras there, then I changed my pick to Montella de Rosa. I don't know why I did that. Should have just stuck with JJ Ultrich. I actually bet Montella de Rosa here, so he clearly dominated De La Rosa all 3 rounds, defended all the takedowns, outstruck her easy. Like she looked really good out there. So I think JJ Ultras is really like like in her prime right now. Veronica Hardy's like, oh, she's okay. She's gonna be probably quicker on the feet, probably better punch, better combinations early. I think JJ can get it done. I think people are kind of sleepy on JJ. So the books actually opened over minus 190. So a lot of money's been coming in on Hardy. I think a lot of the public's betting Hardy now. So I mean, she's only 20 years old, right? So maybe she can go out there and like this. If she wins this fight, this is gonna be her best win by a mile. Because I think her JJ Alters is pretty solid. She could be 4-1 right now. Her only loss like that she really got dominated in was Ariane Lipsky because Ariane Lipsky was outstriking her, defending her takedowns, and I picked her by second on TKO in that one. Na Liang, the Na Liang fight. We all knew Na Liang has no cardio past the first round. Yeah, I picked her by second on ground and pound. A lot of people weren't really thinking she's gonna go with her finisher. Yeah, I'm gonna pick JJ by decision. I think he goes a distance either way. I like the spot as a parlay piece over 2.5 rounds. Fight goes a distance as a parlay piece. Bram, you said boss. I like Hardy in this one too. I mean, if you guys like Hardy, probably not bad, but I like JJ. I don't think I'll bet on her though. Bob said AJ bragging, banging his Punjabi princess. He should, bro. Why should he not be banging his fucking Indian girlfriend? Antoine said, what's up, Bob? Arnie said, JJ is tough, Hardy has pillow hands, goes the distance is where it's at. Yeah. I think you can put that over 2.5 rounds and goes the distance for the Urbesky money line because that's a high confidence pick there. He said, imagine AJ flexing in the mirror at the gym in the yo, you're that's crazy. Well, okay, so the only thing JJ does well is hold girls up against the cage. She's a good striker. I think people kind of forget that she can strike too. She's okay striker too. You still said Hardy, but I know JJ's a beast. I don't think JJ's like a crazy good at one thing. She's got good takedown defense. She's tough as hell, and she's clearly fought the better competition. She was beating the hell out of Blanchfield on the feet before she got caught in that guillotine. Does Hardy have an OnlyFans? I'm not really sure. You gotta check that out. I'm not really sure, Bob. Uh, Hardy striking was looking clean in her last fight. I think she has improved a lot. I think Jamie Lynn Hort has horrible striking. I think she's just a grappler wrestler. Ernie said, no, she got a rich husband. Yeah, Dan Hardy's her husband. I don't know if he's crazy rich though. I know they do breakdowns on YouTube. Ty said, fight goes the distance, parlay piece. Yeah, this one I definitely see this going the distance for sure. Even though it's like chalky. What's the yeah okay minus 133 for Hardy. JJ Ultras plus 113. Over 2.5 goes the distance minus 400. I think it goes the distance either way. I like the over 2.5 more because I was worried Hardy was getting tired in that Jamie Lynn Hort fight. Even if she gets tired, I don't think JJ is gonna finish her. But you never know if Hardy starts getting tired, winning the first few rounds, gets tired in the second, third round. I mean, because she was clearly getting tired. She was exhausted in that Jamie Lynn Hort fight. If you guys go watch the third round there, I think it goes the distance though. But I like the over 2.5 more than goes the distance because I'm worried about Hardy's cardio a bit in the third round if JJ Ultras makes her work out there. Hardy's married to Dan Hardy, so I doubt it's doubted the Bob. Yeah, I don't think she's really gonna need the money. She's probably making enough money from the fight game. Sun kissed causes cancer. Fun fact. Okay, good to know, man. Shanti said I'm picking Hardy because of mythical Dan Hardy in her corner. Dan Hardy can't fight for her. Bob said we need a makeup pick for Petrino. Pick him. You mean makeup emoji for Petrino? Or what are we talking about right now? Ty said she does, but is featuring Dan Hardy too. Okay. It's fucking crazy. I'm good. I don't want to see that shit. I'm good. What's going on, MMA Clips? Good to see you, bro. You said, hey, pick him. Wish I could be in a stream, but I have class, so I'll have to watch. Stay back later. All right, bro. No worries, man. I mean, you're out there studying right now, right? So you gotta concentrate, bro. I appreciate that though. Already said, I got JJ. She's pretty well rounded. Yeah, I got JJ too. I think people are kind of sleeping JJ. So her lines opened up at minus 190. So I think the public just been betting the other side. The public's been fading her here for some reason. I mean, like Hardy's been looking good out there, but against who? I mean, Jamie Lynn Hort, who's pretty horrible. Juliana Miller, who's like pretty shit. I don't know how Miller ever made it to the UFC. I think Pauline Vienna is her best win by a mile. Anyone else? I mean, she got subbed by Julian Robertson, Mia Malecki, who's 1-0 like 4 years ago. Like, I don't know. Even though JJ Ultra's not like crazy talented, I just think she's tough enough and she's got better cardio than Veronica Hardy, in my opinion. That's gonna be my pick. Chat's fading me though. Chat's fading me hard. Hardy at 73%. You guys are picking Hardy at 73%. Holy shit. Okay, I get it. No worries. We'll see. We'll see what happens this Saturday. I'll be live streaming, so we'll see what happens. Jeremy said the Dan Hardy Carlos Condit fight with the double hook KO was insane, bro. I don't even remember that, but all Carlos Condit fights were crazy, and Dan Hardy was an absolute. I remember Dan Hardy's fight with GSP. I think that was a fun fight. Was that with GSP or was that? I think that was with GSP, right? Yeah, that was GSP fight. And GSP just took him down over and over, beat him up. Darren Hardy was not a bad fighter. I remember it's him with the red hair and everything. It was like watching Dan Hardy fight. I don't remember the Carlos Condit fight though. I've said I liked over 2.5 rounds in this fight, and Hadley fight Johnson fight. I will parlay them. That's solid. I think that's solid, bro. That's solid. You guys check Discord? I'll check it right now. Did you drop it? Did you drop it in Discord? I don't see it right now. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I think over 2.5 is a solid. Fight goes the distance is solid here. Because either one of these girls, this could be like a really close fight. Hardy to win by decision -110. If you're betting Hardy, don't bet her by decision. Just take her money line if you want to bet Hardy, because money line and decision is pretty much the same thing. You're only gonna like make a couple of dollars betting your prop here. Like, you might as well like take the money line if you're gonna bet either side here. I'm gonna pick JJ Holdridge by decision. Up next we got Jared Gooden taking on, like Kevin just said. I'm really confident Kevin just said here, man. I've been trying to fade this guy in UFC and he just keeps winning. I mean, like, I faded him. I've been picking underdogs against this guy and he just goes out there, looks pretty good out there. Let me well, people picking Hardy at 69% now. What a number. All right, let's do Gooden versus just said. So I was gonna bet the over under 2.5 rounds in that Jared Gooden and Wellington Turman fight. Then I'm like, I'm just gonna stay away because I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in that fight. And I don't know how people are parlaying Wellington Turman. Like, if you're parlaying Wellington Turman, you gotta call 1-800-GAMBLER. Like, you need help. Like, no one should be parlaying. Like, I don't blame anyone, but come on, like, don't ever parlay Wellington Turman because you cannot trust that dude ever. Wellington Turman, like, is one of the worst fighters training at Tessera MMA, in my opinion. I don't know how the UFC still keeping him around. Or Eddie said not betting in women's MMA. Yeah, I only bet sometimes in women's MMA. Like, the only bet that I had last week was Lucindo by submission, only like a quarter unit there. Yeah, although I mean, Lucindo is actually pretty good. I think this is gonna be a problem for most of these girls in the UFC. Here's the thing, guys. You have guys like Western who cowers behind questions when you have real men like Pecco. You gotta chill with the Western Mask members. He's good people, man. Leave him alone. Yeah, I'm picking just said here. I'm pretty confident just said. I think he's just gonna be much quicker. I think he's way more versatile on the feet, way better striking. He's mixed his targets pretty well. I think he's gonna win this fight. I don't think Gooden. I mean, Gooden's like pretty tough though. Like, he's got power, so you can definitely catch him clean. If he catches him clean, you can probably knock him down. Can he finish him? I mean, maybe heard you said on the feed. Maybe could happen. I mean, it's MMA, right? Anything can happen, but I think Just say gets it done, man. I think Just say it's gonna. I mean the fight is they have this fight is not. I think they have it not going the distance, right? The books. They think the fight's not gonna go the distance. Do they have it going the distance? Okay, they opened the totals at 1.5. That's kind of shocking, to be honest. Like, just it's like not really a finisher. Like, he finished that guy on in his UFC debut, who's pretty terrible. But this guy's pretty tough, man. I mean, Gooden's really tough. He's only been knocked out by Impact Sangane, and even Carlston Harris couldn't finish him. Right? Carlston Harris is a dangerous guy in the UFC. And Carlson Harris's only loss was to Shavkat Rakhmonov in the UFC. So if Carlson Harris is not finishing you, I don't see Kevin Gisette finishing him at all. I think Gisette by decision is probably a good pick. I like him as a parlay piece too. I haven't made a single bet on the card right now, but I'm probably gonna make a parlay, one parlay, and then do a straight money play and do a prop. I think there's some good spots on this card. Like I like Kevin Gisette. I'm pretty confident he's gonna get it done. Unless he leaves his chin up in the middle, like gets cracked. I mean, so that's the only way I see him losing. If he loses, getting caught on the feet. But I think Gisette's a slick striker. I think Gisette gets it done. Uh, do I have single cousins? I mean, nah. I mean, I don't really talk to my family and shit. Like, I don't really like go to family gatherings, bro. Like, I stay to myself. I don't really like keep like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like fuck. I don't really like go to family gatherings. Like, I don't really keep up talk to my cousins and stuff. Like, I just do my own thing, bro. Like, fuck. Like. I mean, if you have close family, they're probably good. I just do my own thing, bro. Like Indian families, like they're pretty like fucking gossipy. Like I just fucking do my own thing. Fuck fam. Like long. I mean, like close family, you're probably good, but I don't really keep up with the family and stuff. Fights, family, friends in that order. Yeah, I agree with you. Bob knows what we're talking about right now. I mean, fighting is the number one right now. If you're not like fighting over family any day, family's overrated. Bob knows. Bob gets it. Bob knows. Pick him. Do you have single cousins? Nah, I don't even know, bro. I probably do. I don't even know. He said Brito came through for me, begged for me last card. Had him parlay with Earl by Aldo and Pentosa, bro. Good fucking parlay. I had Brito was my biggest play on the card. He's my straight up money in play. I had him in parlay. Had him by round 1, round 2, but in a long shot. So Brito came through for me big time. I was gonna lock Brito, but I was like, let me just lock Rufi because I think he's gonna go out there and make it look easy, and Rufi went out there made it look easier than even Brito. Nate Brown said, City Kickboxing also been looking terrible lately. Someone was comparing Kevin to Dan Hooker. Okay, I don't think he's as good as Dan Hooker, but I think he's pretty solid, man. Even that, yeah, I mean, he fought JDM, right? So he fought JDM in the past, and JDM, the only reason that fight was, I mean, he's getting beat up, JDM, but still tough enough to not get knocked out cold. You had to remind him Dan is 3 or 4 in his last 7, with his best win being surviving the Turner fight. Okay, that is true, but I like Dan Hooker though. I like Dan Hooker, and his record's not really the best, but I like Dan Hooker. I'm a Dan Hooker fan. I don't know why he ever moved down to 145. I mean, that was probably the worst look ever for Dan Hooker, moving down to 145. At 155, he's pretty durable. He's a pretty durable guy. 155 when he's not fighting someone like Makachev on short notice. Yeah, he said, how many picks videos are you gonna make, brother? What do you mean, like picks videos? Like I make like best bets picks, and like I made an updated picks video for this card, so I had to make that because I missed a couple of fights and I did more research. So I mean, the more content, the better, right? Like, isn't it better making more content on the channel? Bob said, not sure, President. He'll probably pop up later. Arnie said it's weird. It's weird. People think that men are any more consistent. MMA is just crazy. I think it's more easier to predict what's gonna happen in men's MMA than women's MMA, in my opinion. Bosnian woman or Armenian? I think Bosnian. Skag said, yeah, Hooker moving to featherweight was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Yeah. He just can't deal with the speed at 145, bro. Like, I mean, he could win some fights at 145, but the weight cut is just too brutal from him. Pew said, yeah, Rufi was looking like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat out there. He's a serious prospect. Yeah, that was one of the best debuts we've seen lately. President said, my girlfriend is from Bosnia. That's sick, bro. I've never been to Bosnia, so Bosnians, like, I like Bosnian chicks. I never had like a Bosnian girlfriend or anything, so I've never been with one, so I don't really can't tell you, but I think there's some nice women out there. He said, Dan just uses size, but when his size doesn't work, he's fucked most of the time. Dan is a good fighter. Like, let's not get it twisted, Nate Brown. Come on, like that Poirier fight, like That was an absolute fucking dog fight, bro. Like that Poirier fight told me anything I needed to know about Dan Hooker. Then I go out there and bet Jalen Turner over Hooker, and Hooker like his chin at one. I saw him get knocked at 145, and I was like, he's gonna get knocked out by Jalen Turner. He goes out there and eats a flush head kick from Jalen Turner. Like I'm done betting against Dan Hooker now. President said I'm a big fan of Dan, and he's a bigger fan of Hookers. Okay. Yo, what's going on, Amber Lee Rose? Good to see you. He said, "Hello, how are you doing?" I'm doing great right now. I've been feeling sick like the last 2 days, but I'm feeling kind of better now. Still dealing with the cough right now. Sometimes. You guys, he says he's single. Okay, so you got a shot, President Strickland. Do you? All right, so I'm picking Kevin just said. I think Kevin just said like medium to high confidence. Kevin just said gets it done. The only way I see him losing if he loses is if he gets caught on the chin, gets knocked out cold. I don't think Jared Gooden really has like one punch KO power. He can knock you down, hurt you, but I think he's gonna be one step behind. I think just said goes out there, gets it done. Minus 214. Line is kind of chalky, but I think I think it goes over 1.5. I like the over 1.5 more than I like Kevin just said money line even because if Jose wins, it's gonna be by like a late TKO. Like I think it's gonna be by decision. I don't see him finishing like Gooden's really durable. Like he got knocked out by Impa Kasangani, who fights at 205 right now in PFO. Impa's out there knocking out foes in PFO at 205. So getting knocked out by Impa Kasangani really not a bad luck in my opinion. I think Impa could be fighting it. It could be on a run right now UFC 2. I think it goes over 1.5. I like the over 1.5 as a parlay. I'm gonna do over 1.5. That's what I was thinking. I haven't done it yet. I'm thinking about doing over 1.5 in a parlay with your best game money line. That's like it's gonna get you like close to. You can also throw it over 2.5 in the GG fight. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't done it yet, but that's what I'll probably end up doing. I like over 1.5. I mean, I'm shocked that it's actually over 1.5. I was like, they're probably gonna open their totals at 2.5 rounds. Kevin just said by like a late third round or stoppage or like decision. I think decision. I'm gonna say decision. Gooden's really tough. Next fight on the card is gonna be Jake Hadley taking on Charles Johnson. Energy Johnson, man. I mean, Charles Johnson is a tricky guy. Like, I faded him so hard. I had 2 parlays with Maxim, and he goes out there and gets knocked down early, like survives the early beating, and wins the second, third round. Almost sub Maxim too with the standing ninja choke. So let's do a poll for this one. You guys are picking just said 70% and 30% on Gooden. Gooden cast as underdog last time, so you never know. Like it's a fight game, anything can happen. Our next fight on the card, so Johnson versus Hadley. I'm picking Johnson, man. I mean, when I do pick Johnson, he doesn't go out there and win. So I'll tell you guys that right now. Like I picked Maxim to beat him. He goes out there and beats him. I did pick Rafael's one, and I bet in Rafael's one at minus 120. He was like even money there. And I had a straight money in play on Esteban, and Esteban almost got finished in that third round. So Esteban's cardio was a problem there. Johnson probably could have finished him if you really put it on him in the third round. Doesn't really have crazy one punch power though. Hasn't really shown it in the UFC, but he was able to take him down over and over. Corey Durden, I picked Corey Durden. That was probably the biggest 2-leg parlay that I've cast in a while. Durden to win and most takedowns, and I parlayed that with the Padilla money line to beat Rosa as an underdog. Had that 2 underdog parlay plus 1,300. Came through for me big time. And a lot of people thought Johnson was going to go out there and win, and he just got taken on over and over. So his takedown defense, sometimes the takedown defense looks really good out there. I think that Jogas Jumagula fight was really, really close. I think Jumagula won the first round, and then I think Johnson won the third round. It was close, though. It was close. Max Makaya fight, I mean, he was defending a lot of takedowns. Couldn't really get any offense going. Just Jake Hadley, man. Like he's 27 years old, so is he gonna really when is he gonna look good out there? Like he hasn't really looked good yet. I mean, Malcolm Gordon. I mean, Gordon missed weight for that fight. Came in overweight. Gordon's like not even UFC anymore. He got cut. Thank God he did, because Gordon's one of the worst fighters we've seen at flyweight. Carlos Candelaria. I mean, like submitting him. I mean, is impressive. And he missed weight for that fight too. So the guys that he's going out there and beating, they both been missing weight. I mean, his last 2 wins, both those guys have missed weight. Look, missed weight. I mean, not him. Like Malcolm Gordon missed weight for that one. Carlos Candelaria missed weight for that one. Nascimento was able to grapple him. Nascimento's a fucking weight bully at a 125. Nascimento's like 5'8". Like he's pretty. He's gonna be bigger than 5'8". I think he's actually like 5'9", 5'10". Nascimento's is a fucking big dude for the weight class. He's a weight bully for sure at 125. I don't know how he makes 125. I think could be fighting at 135 to be fair. Just, I mean, I don't know, man. Jake Hadley, there was a lot of hype on Jake Hadley coming into UFC. I think he was undefeated, right? When he came to UFC, yeah, he was undefeated. Just the 2 wins haven't really aged well. I mean, Joe Johnson's last win by itself is way better than Jake Hadley's last 2 wins in UFC. Like, just you can't really trust Charles Johnson though. Like, can you really trust this dude? Maybe Strenko by decision. I think decision is probably not bad for Charles Johnson. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not really like crazy confident in this one. Nate Brown said I pick fight ends by decision. Yeah, I think it goes the distance for sure. Yeah, I like who's talking about it. I think McClips was talking about it. You can parlay this with the fight goes the distance with the because Johnson's not getting finished, man. We've seen him get knocked down a couple of times, get hurt badly, still not get finished in that maximum fight. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get finished here. You think Hadley might get exposed? Even if he loses, I don't think he's gonna get I don't think he's gonna get finished here. Hadley's got clean boxing though. Like he can probably win this fight if he just takes. I mean, he's got a nice wrestling too. He can go for takedowns too. But the thing about Johnson is you never know when his takedown defense is gonna show up. He might start defending takedowns. He might not start. He might get taken on in this fight and just get taken on. You just drank 5 gallons of Sun Kiss, bro. I've never drank Sun Kiss in the last couple of years. I think Jake Hadley gets it done. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, the books think Jake Hadley's gonna win. Most people think he's gonna win. If he wins this fight, it's gonna be his best fight in the UFC by a mile. Now Johnson was fighting for his job, right? So he's out there fighting for his job. He's probably not gonna fight like he did his last fight. He's just locking Jeff. No, I think he just locked Derek Lewis. Right? You gotta be trolling, me. He locked what's his name? Derek Lewis, I think. Goff is as a lock as ludicrous. Dude defends punches with his face. Amberly said, I don't know these guys. Yeah, I mean, you probably if you don't watch like fight night cards on in the UFC, you probably haven't seen Charles Johnson because he's been fighting in the Apex like most of the time. At least he's fighting out there with the crowd. I'm gonna pick Johnson by decision. I don't know. I don't know if I'll bet on this fight because this could be like a close fight. Plus 139 for Charles Johnson. I mean the lines are kind of close. Over 2.5. I love the over 2.5 rounds as a parlay piece. I think it goes the distance. I don't see Jake Hadley finishing him. Jake Hadley does have nice jiu-jitsu, but I don't think he's submitting Charles Johnson. I don't think Johnson's gonna finish him. You can parlay the over 2.5 and with the fight goes the distance in that JJ Ultras fight. And maybe put her best game money line there for plus money. Johnson by decision. I mean, if he's gonna win, it's gonna be by decision. But it could be like a really close fight. Fight goes to split. Plus 275. Wow, that's the lowest number I've seen in a while for fight goes to split decision. Holy shit! Normally this number is like at like plus 350 for fight goes to split. The lowest I've seen of fight goes to split number is probably like plus 350, plus 450. Like holy shit, plus 275 for fight goes to split decision. So a lot of people are probably hammering that fight goes to split because I think this is gonna be a really close fight. I was not expecting that to be like plus 275. I was like, it's gotta be at least plus 350. That's crazy. Decision for Johnson, plus 200. Hadley, decision plus 125. Fight goes to distance, minus 240. Great parlay piece. Next fight on the card is going to be Trey Waters taking on Billy Goff. I've pick flipped in this one because I think if this was an Apex, I like Billy Goff a lot in Apex in small cage. I think his style is probably better for the Apex. But they're going to be fighting out there in the big cage. I mean, big octagon. Let's do a poll. Goff's so fucking junkyard dog. So he's gonna go out there and fight for your money if you want to bet on him. I just think he's gonna have problems with the range and the full work from Trey Waters. I think Trey Waters is gonna be moving the whole time. I'm gonna pick Trey Waters. As much as I want to pick Goff here, he's got a winner over Shimon Simotrisky, who's pretty good. I bet on Smotrisky. What the fuck is his name? Smorsky. I can't. Simon. We'll call him Simon. Tritsky. Smotrisky. God damn it. Yeah, I actually bet on Smotrisky as a fight after the Contender Series. Was it this fight? I think it was. Yeah, it was this fight. That free UFC fight. I got him at minus 180 there, and he looked good out there. I mean, he got the unanimous decision. So win over him is honestly not aging bad for him there. Yes, Yusaku Kineshita win. I mean, Yusaku Kineshita is horrible. I feel like he's probably one of the worst fighters in UFC we've seen. No durability. This guy's got no durability to speak of. He's only 22 years old, so Golf is he's only 5'10". He's like a boxer. He's got some nasty liver shots, so that's what he knocked out Yusaku Kineshita with the body shot. I like Trey Waters. I think Trey Waters wins. Like this is a pick flip, so I don't know how that's gonna go for us. I think Trey Waters wins. I think Trey Waters is gonna be way better with the kicks, with the body kicks, with the leg kicks. I mean, he's got better wins than Billy Golf, in my opinion. His only loss was Gable Bonfim. I actually bet 3.6 units on Bonfim money line. I just hammered that money line because I knew Bonfim was gonna be able to go out there and submit him, eventually catch him in a submission. I should just put all the 3.6 units that I had in money line on just submission, but I was worried he might knock him out with the ground and pound, so I just bet his money line straight up to win 1.6 units. It was like 1 point something. How much was it? Let me see. I found the ticket this morning that I was going through my fucking betting account. I was like, let me see how much did I bet against Trey Waters there. It was like how much was it? It was like I think 3.6 units. Okay, it was like it was minus 300 I think, or minus 400. It was like minus 310 or something at minus 310. So it was like $360 Canadian. Yeah, Bonfim. I mean, Trey Waters wasn't looking bad on the feed before he got taken down, and he got hurt on the feed by Bonfim. Bonfim was cracking a chin on the feed, and got the submission off one flu choke. Bonfim is really good. I mean, that's his only loss rate in his MMA career, so he's been looking pretty solid. He looked great out there. Won all 3 rounds in that fight with Josh Quinlan, who was spamming that left hook over and over. He came through as an underdog there. I picked Josh Quinlan. I thought Josh Quinlan was going to be able to take him down, hold him down, maybe look for some ground and pound. But yeah, Trey Waters was a tricky guy to deal with for Quinlan. I think it's going to be the same thing going to happen here. I like Trey Waters. I think Trey Waters gets the job done here. He might get knocked out if he gets caught clean by Billy Goff. Billy Goff has nice power. He's got all wins by knockout too. When he finished Simon, who's pretty durable. Like, let's see what happens here. I think he wins by decision. I think Trey Waters is gonna win this fight by decision. Yo, let's go. We got Andrew Hawley became a new member. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you becoming a member. Let's go. Trey gonna piece the suit up. Yeah, I think so too. I was leaning towards Golf at first, but running some tape on both guys, man. I think this guy, like, Waters, is gonna be a problem for some of these guys. And it's not like Golf can take him down and submit him, right? Like Bonfim was able to take him down, submit him, catch that one flu choke. I mean, I don't think Golf has that game in his back pocket. I don't think they're able to get a submission off. Narasi said, what's going on? Narasi said, I'm not betting this fight, but I'll take the dog. Probably not a bad underdog because he's gonna go out there fight for money. But I would still pick Golf if they're fighting in the small octagon, because I think that would favor him. He wouldn't have to track this guy down in the big octagon like he does now. Because I think Trey Waters is gonna be moving the whole time. He's not gonna be a stationary target for him. Views said, I'm high on Trey here. I think he gets it done easy. You think he's gonna knock him out? I mean, Billy Golf has been knocked out before, right? He's been finished like once. Who finished him? It was it's a doctor's cut. So I'm not really gonna say he's gonna finish him. He might land some nasty body kicks, but Golf is really tough, man. He's only 25 years old, still really young. I think decision is more likely from Trey Waters because he's not really gonna look for a finish. Like he'll just keep working you. I was gonna bet on him in his LFA fight after he lost to get Bonfim, because I knew he was gonna go out there and beat this guy easy, Fuller, and there he's actually underdog in the LFA fight. I should have bet him there. I'm kicking myself for not betting him there as a dog. Yeah, I think Trey Waters gets it done, man. I think the range. I mean, 6'5" is gonna be the weight cut. You gotta if you're betting on Trey Waters, you gotta watch the weigh-ins because he might have a tough weight cut. But he came in that Josh Quinlan fight, right? He made weight for that one, I think. So that was short notice too. That wasn't even like in a full camp. Yeah, he made weight for that one, so he's probably not gonna have trouble making weight here. If you're making weight on short notice in your UFC debut in short notice, I think he's gonna come in on a full camp. He's probably gonna look better here. So I think Trey Waters likely by decision or maybe third round TKO stoppage or something like that with the body kicks because the damage might start adding up later. Golf is really tough though, so I'm gonna say decision because I think it's gonna go the distance. I mean the books don't think it's gonna go the distance here. The books think it's gonna end inside the distance. Trey Waters minus 154, Billy Go plus 134, over 2.5 plus 135. I think the I'm not really gonna test overs in here because this could be like this is gonna be a barn burner fight. I think it's gonna be a crazy back and forth fight. I think Golf is gonna be trying to track him down and cut him off. Trey Waters by decision plus 475. I mean that's a good number. I'm kind of shocked that why that number is so high. I mean they probably really think that he's gonna go out there and finish Golf, and I think Golf is really tough. Plus 475 for his decision, which is kind of crazy though. Inside it is for Trey Waters plus 105. So they think he's gonna go out there and finish. He does have some submission skills too. Like he hasn't really shown the submission skills, but he can submit people too. So we could see him. He was looking for a submission on Bonfim too. Like I was kind of sweating it. I was like, holy shit, he's gonna get a submission off his back because he was looking for like a submission off his back on get Bonfim. Bonfim was able to lock in that one flu choke. So he's got submission skills too. He might be able to get a submission here. Might club and sub him, so that could happen. I mean, Golf is gonna be tough to get out of there with the TKO, so it might be like a submission skill. It could be a submission. You said Quinlan is a better fighter than Golf, and he dealt with him easy. Quinlan was spamming that left hook over and over. Like if you go back and watch the fight, he was spamming that left hook over and over and over. It was like that's all he was throwing out there. Andrew said, just membered up. Let's make some money. Let's go, Andrew. Let's go, brother. We've been involved in Reasonable Movement too. I cover LFA. I cover Octagon. Like I cover like most organizations out there. PFO also. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Andrew. And in fact, I said I want Johnson to win. I mean, I'm not like a big fan of Johnson. Like I don't like. I'm not like a crazy fan of Johnson, but I think he can. I think he can win this fight. Anton said, "You think Waters should move up to middleweight?" Yeah, I think. No, I don't think he should move up to middleweight. I mean, I think he could have success if he falls into that 185 frame. But I think 170. He does. I mean, he doesn't have trouble making 170. So I think you can give some of these guys problems at 170. Emberly said to pick him. Do you make money on betting? Yeah, we do pretty well, Emberly, on the channel. I don't have crazy bankroll, so I'm not like betting thousands of dollars on MMA. We bet a couple $100 on the cards, and we've been in pretty well, 9% ROI since we've been betting, so not bad. As you said, same dogger pass for me. Give me Golf. I mean, he's probably not a bad underdog, but he's gonna have to catch him clean because I don't think like can he win rounds? I mean, maybe knock him down. He knocked out Fuller. I mean, yeah, Fuller is like he's been knocked out after that too. So I mean, Earlby fought Fuller, right? And Earlby just was trying to take him down over and over. And he beat Jalen Fuller as well, who went 3 rounds with Earlby. I was talking about that too earlier. Me and Nate were going back and forth on that one. And Fuller, like, I mean, Earlby was just trying to take him, and wasn't really trying to knock him out. He just went all in the grappling. Nate Brown said, I have a feeling they could put up some of these guys on the St. Louis card for a reason. What's the reason, Nate Brown? I'm wondering too. Amberly said, I probably shouldn't take edibles and try to keep up. Which edibles did you take, Amberly? I mean, I haven't smoked weed or like taken edibles in 5 months. St. Louis population is 44% African American. I don't know how many white people the UFC wants to win. I don't really think they care that much about like which race they want to win. Like I don't really think that's the case. You never know though. You might be on something. I don't think that would be the case though. Like you never know though. Holy shit! I wouldn't like. I had no clue that 40% population is South American over there. I mean South African. Trey been saying he's gonna KO him in round 2. I think he's gonna outpoint him. I'm gonna say he outpoints him. He might look for a KO, but I think if he starts trading in a firefight with Golf, he's gonna be in trouble because Golf he's got some clean power too. He can return fire with fire. Okay, in fact, why do we need to know that, bro? Why is that why is that information so needed for us? I mean, why do we need to know that information? It's crazy. All right, let's go to the next one. Holy shit! I'm gonna pick Trey Waters by decision. All right, what's the next fight now? Tabitha Ricci, Baby Shark versus Tisa Pennington. Let's do a poll for this one. Do you guys think Ricci is hot? I mean, she's alright. I think she's alright. I think people kind of like, she's got a nice figure on her, but I don't really know. Her face looks kind of like, I mean, she's okay. She's not bad. I think Natalia Silva looks better than Ricci though. Ricci versus Torres. Pennington. I think her name's Pennington now. We'll call her Torres though. I've done worse than Ricci for sure, Crimey. Yeah, I mean we probably all have. She has a weird mouth. So there's multiple St. Louis fighters on the card too. Seems like UFC did a good job building the card around the region. I know Buckley's from St. Louis. Who else is from St. Louis? Like who else is from St. Louis? Nate Brown. I'm not really familiar with the area. I've only been up to Buffalo City in the States. I've never gone past Buffalo City. Seeing Norma, yeah, Norma's Norma Demon is just, she's got some fun. I think she's got probably one of the best cakes in the fight game right now. Overall in MMA. Maybe other than Tracy Cortez. Tracy, like Norma Demon has a fucking bakery behind her. It's not even just a cake, it's just a cake. Buckley Woodson's from St. Louis too. I didn't know that he's from St. Louis. Yeah, I think that's gonna. Yeah, I mean, they're not giving Buckley easy fight here. Like they're not giving him someone that's gonna be easy. So like the UFC's not doing him any favors here either. All right, let's talk about this fight. So Ricci, like, she's got a black belt in BJJ. Striking's okay. I mean, she's only lost 2 fights because of striking, and that Loopy fight was really close. She got kind of dropped in that I think the late second on, but striking numbers were dead even. But Godina was landing with more impact. I feel like it was a close fight. I picked Loopy there. I had her in a parlay with what was it? I think it was a Jared Gordon. Yeah, it was Jared Gordon parlay with I had a couple parlays on that card. I think it was Jared Gordon. Yeah, Jared Gordon. And yeah, she won by decision. I mean, I knew she's not finishing. There's no one like Godinez doesn't really have a lot of finishing ability unless he's fighting someone like Elise Reed. Ricci, I mean, she could have. Some people think she won the fight. I mean, there's people out there saying that was a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. I think it was like a really close fight. But Loopy was landing the better shots on the feet. I felt like Tisa Torres is well-rounded. She can strike. She can grapple. She's got nice takedown defense. The only reason I'm picking Ricci here, I'm not gonna bet on Ricci. The only reason, I mean, I'm shocked that 86% of people are picking Ricci. The only reason I'm picking Ricci is because the layoff. The 2 years off is I can't pick. Like I've tried picking fighters after a layoff, like that Figlak. I picked Figlak after a layoff. He wasn't looking terrible out there against Austin Herbert, and even the fighters after a layoff, 2-year layoff on that UFC 300 card, they all went 0-3. So in the layoff is a big factor in MMA, and I think I don't think Tabitha Ricci is going to get takedowns here. I think it's going to be a striking matchup. I don't know who's going to be winning the striking matchup. I'm just going to pick Tabitha Ricci just because she's been active recently. She's fought at least like 5 times in the last 2 years or so. But what I will say is Tisa Torres. She could be like 4-0 right now. I think that the Dern fight was bullshit. I think she won the fight clearly. If you go back and rewatch the fight, I don't know how they scored that fight for Dern. Dern's like the king of winning this. She's the queen of winning decisions by split decision. I think she beat Dern for sure. I was kind of shocked they gave it to Dern, to be honest. She could be like she beat Andrew Hill twice. I mean, so she beat Sam Hughes. stopped Sam Hughes due to a doctor stoppage. Only losses have been Marina Rodriguez, Zhang Weili, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Jessica Andrade. I mean, it was in TRCB, George Namajunas back in the day also. So she's really good. She's got 2 wins over Angela Hill. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Like, I'm not confident at all. Like, I think a lot of people are probably more confident than I am on this fight. I'm gonna pick the girl that's been out there fighting. She's still only 29 years old, so she's gonna get better. I'm gonna pick Ricci here, but I don't really feel too good about it. I'm not really. This is a low confidence pick. I do see this going. I do see this going the distance. So I think this one goes the distance for sure, because I don't think Ricci's gonna get the takedown and submit her. Torres she's got nice submission defense. Has she been sub before? She's never been finished. Like, all her fights normally go the distance. I mean, like, how many fights have gone the distance? 13 out of 15 fights have gone the distance in the UFC. I think this fight definitely goes the distance. I mean, 2 years off is a long time though from the game. So she just had a baby too with Raquel Pennington. Yeah, I mean, I remember picked Jermaine Durandamy. I was just about to talk about that Jermaine Durandamy pick. I actually bet on Jermaine Durandamy too. It was like, I think it was like did I bet on her? I think I did bet on her. How much did I bet? I bet a couple underdogs on that card too. Let me see how much I bet on her. It wasn't a lot though. It was only like a couple of sprinkles. Chepe Marisco, Trevor Peak, and then Jermaine Durandamy, and there's one more fighter on there. Who was it? So it was like, yeah, it was Cesar Almeida, Jermaine Durandamy, and Trevor Peak. Host Chepe Marisco. Still, I mean, I bet 4 underdogs on the card, and I still made like $30 on those 4 underdogs. But yeah, she looked pretty horrible. Only had like 70.75 units on it. But like, I probably should have bet the plus 3.5. I mean, if you're gonna bet Tisa Torres, probably plus 3.5, because I think she can win at least one round out there. Even if she's like doesn't look good out there, she can probably still win one round. When the drop plus 3.5, I think it could go. I think she can win like at least one round out there. But I'm just gonna stay away from betting either side. I think it goes a distance. I don't think Reach is like crazy dangerous. She's got submission skills, but I don't see her getting a submission here. She did submit just to get penned though, so like, I mean, couldn't finish Pauliana Viana, who's got some of the worst submission defense for a girl known for jiu-jitsu. Maria Oliveira, like, pretty horrible. Julian Robertson, she's just defending takedowns on Julian Robertson. Julian Robertson just can't win. She can't win a fight if she can't get the takedown and submission. Like, I picked Julian Robertson there as an underdog. I'm gonna pick Ricci just because the layoff for Torres, but I don't really feel too good about it. Yeah, I do remember the Jermaine Durandamy pick. I'm done picking the girls off layoffs now, especially after the baby. Yeah, Tisa Torres just had a baby too. Yeah, I wanted to pick Torres, but I have no idea if she still got it. She's small. I mean, Ricci is only 5'1", so she's not crazy big either. I mean, Ricci made her debut on short notice against who was it, against Manon Fier. that was up a weight class too for Manon for Ricci. I mean, that was a tough debut. I mean, that was her opportunity to make it to the UFC. She made it to the UFC, but that was a brutal debut for Ricci there. She's been looking pretty solid. I mean, so she didn't lose any stock in that Lupi Godinez fight either. Just couldn't get the takedowns there. So if she doesn't get the takedowns here, she might be done. Like, Tisa Torres is pretty good striking on the feet, so I just can't pick her because of the layout though. Because Figlak is a bum. Cut that dude. I think he won the fight over Hubbard. I watched the fight the next day because I wasn't able to go live earlier for the fight, but I watched it the next day and I clearly saw Figlak. I mean, I clearly saw Hubbard not landing the better shots on the feet. I mean, Figlak, like, he should have done more though. Nate Brown said exactly, boss. Don't bet women's coming back from having babies. Yeah, I learned my lesson with the Jermaine Durandamy. Remy said, I like to roll with the Duran cocktails, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm sure we all would. Remy, no one blames you there. I'd let them jump me. Okay, so you had a baby. Okay, I'd pick Ricci maybe then. Yeah, I mean, like Jermaine Durandamy had a baby, but she had like 4 years off. So Torres she's only had like 2 years off. So still, I mean, you never know. If she looks anything like she did in that Duran fight, which I think she won the fight. She definitely won the fight there. I think she can win this fight. I'm not really like confident Like I don't think it's worth betting on either side. Maybe a live betting spot is probably better, but I think this could be really close. Antoine said, I feel you, bro. Nate Brown, how do you feel about Cage for UFC? I want to catch a card, bro. I watch Cage for UFC all the time. Like I don't watch it like all the time though, but I watch. The last card, Cage for UFC card that I was live for was the Spain fight, the Spain card. I rebelled to Spain when he got signed to the UFC. The guy that fought Diego Lopez in Cage for UFC was headlining that card, and they signed the Spain like 5 minutes later. Like and the Spain was actually the plus 105, and he was like -1, and then some money came into Spain. It was -120 on that card, and I was like, that's the only time you're probably ever gonna see the Spain as underdog. Because a lot of people are picking Miles Banks to beat the Spain. They really didn't know much about this dude back then. I don't think many people did. Yeah, that's probably the fastest signing I've seen from the UFC. Like 5 minutes after he got signed to the UFC, because he absolutely fucking buried that dude 10 feet under. Nate Brown said, at the same time, she had a baby with the bantamweight champ, so I don't know if that's as bad as the GDR situation. I mean, she trains with the Pennington race, so hopefully she's not as boring as Nicole Pennington. Amanda's wife won when she came back after the baby. I mean, if you're betting, I mean, probably dog or pass, but I mean, she just the 2 year layoff. I mean, she didn't have the 2 year layoffs, didn't have a baby, and she's underdog. I'd definitely pick her here and bet her. I've been staying away from these women's MMA fights lately. I mean, you never know how they're gonna go. No one has a clue. Like, this is basically even money fight. I mean, the books don't really have a clue who's gonna win the fight either. What's the line? I think it's -130 for Ricci here. Ricci, yeah, -140 for Ricci and +120 for Tisa Pennington. Fight goes the distance, -350. I think it goes the distance. Ricci by decision. It's like +100. Pennington by decision. Fight goes to split. What's the fight goes to split? +200. Okay, so they're like all these fight goes to split are like not crazy plus money. I don't know who's gonna win. Like low confidence in Ricci here for me. Next fight on the card is gonna be McKinney versus Esteban Ruiz. Now I was picking Ruiz because I was like he's gonna have better cardio and better durability and better fight IQ. I just don't think he's gonna survive the first round anymore. The more I run back tape of McKinney could be undefeated in the UFC right now if he just if he just had better cardio. Let's do a poll for this McKinney versus Ruiz. McKinney could be undefeated right now if he just didn't have just had better cardio. McKinney, man, I'm gonna pick McKinney by first round stoppage. I think he can get a submission on Ruiz. I'm gonna pick him by first round submission. The only reason I was picking Ruiz because I was banking on the fact that he's gonna survive the first round. You don't know if he's gonna survive the first round. He might not. He got taken down his last 2 fights. He got taken on like 7-8 times in that Luke Rajabov fight. He got taken on like in the first round. Got controlled for the first round for all 5 minutes. He got controlled for. And Cameron Kirk was backpacking him, taking his back, looking for submissions. Cameron Kirk is the same thing. He's the same type of fighter that McKinney is, but not really with the submission skills or the knockout power that McKinney has on the feet. And Cameron Kirk can take your back and control you. I think McKinney's gonna be able to take his back and control him. I just don't know if he's gonna get the submission out early. If he doesn't get the submission out early, you might as well rip your tickets in half in the second round because he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win by second round stoppage. Like I really know that much. I mean, he's got all first round, 7 wins, all first round, 7 TKOs in the first round, 7 submissions in the first round. So you might as well rip your tickets. He's got 1/3 on submission. Was that in the UFC? I don't think that was in the UFC, right? None of those were in the UFC. So he subbed first GM in the first round, took him down, and knocked off Matt Favola in the first 7 seconds. I mean, that was his UFC debut too. Yeah, like I mean, he was winning that fight over Sean Woodson too before he got caught with the flying knee. So he was shooting takedowns over and over in that fight. I watched that fight when I was doing tape study for a Woodson fight, and I was like, he was actually looking good out there, taking Sean Woodson down over and over. So he's got nice wrestling. I think he can take down Rubiks. Not sure if he's gonna submit him early, but I think that's probably one of the better spots. McKinney by first round finish, because it's gonna be like plus 350. I don't think they're gonna give you like plus 500 on it, because books are probably gonna be onto it. They still haven't dropped the props for this one yet, because I think they're trying to wait to see where the money goes. They're probably waiting for other books to drop the props for this one. Do we have props for this one? McKinney, no, still no props for this one. I think the Better Online is probably waiting for other books to drop the props and see how much money comes in on McKinney first round. That's what they're probably trying to see what happens. I think McKinney first round. You might as well, his money line is basically inside the distance. Maybe McKinney. I mean, I was looking at maybe finish only, but if he's not a guy, he's not like a durable guy. So it's not like he's only one with finishing ability. Brooks can definitely finish him later if he gets like McKinney can't get him out of there. What was I saying? Dave Brown still at the same time she had a baby with the bantamweight champ. Yes, he does train with the bantamweight champion, so she's probably not gonna look that horrible out there. Norma just lay on her for 3 rounds. I mean, she did her job right. She got the wrestling going, and Jeter is pretty physically strong. And you said, could you explain what it means when you say units? It's like, so like unit for you is like everyone's different. Like a unit is like, it's like everyone's unit sizing is different. So it could be like $10 per unit. Like it could be like $100 per unit. Like my units are like $100, like 100 Canadian dollars. It's not like American dollars, so it's like 100 Canadian, or 100 could be like 50 units. So you just gotta manage your bankroll properly. Like you don't have too much exposure on like one single card, right? Like I think MMA betting, like you might like people think you're gonna make $1 million in one fight. I mean, you could probably do a parlay, like make $1 million with one parlay. I mean, chances of that happening are very low. Long term, I mean, for long term, you gotta manage your bankroll properly. That's what I made a mistake last year. I was like winning. Then I fucking put like so many units on that Ryzen card on New Year's Eve, and I think I lost like crazy like $1,200 or something like that on that card. So like I'm trying to manage my bankroll properly now. Yeah, it's like just your like 1% your or 1 to 5% your bankroll. Yeah, Emily said see that's it. I don't send betting enough to do it. I mean you don't have to do it if you just enjoy the fight game. Just watch it, right? I used to just watch fights for fun. My cousins got me into watching fights. It's more fun watching fights when you got money on it though, and it's might as well make some money, right? Watching fights. Ross said, if you score that fight for Figlak, you have to score Ursay over Pentosa. That's not how it works, Vasquez. I mean, I don't really mind. I mean, I wouldn't have mind if Ursay had won the fight. I had no money on that fight. Like, I wouldn't have minded getting that pick wrong. Ursay looked great out there. I think he's gonna be champion eventually. Reach even to decision 4 out of 5 times. Picks over 2.5 rounds. Yeah, that is over 2.5 rounds to pick. I gotta make a pick on the fight either way, right? So I like the over 2.5 as a parlay piece. I think both women's fights goes over 2.5 rounds. Slang term for robbing a bank. And he said, "My dad's in jail for bankroll." What do you mean bankrolls? You mean bank fraud or what does bankroll mean? Terrence is the definition of wasted talent. Bro, he's so dangerous in the first round. So is Brooks gonna survive the first round? I'm not really sure. If he survives the first round, he's gonna win. Brooks gonna win first round. If you like Rubix, you might as well bet him by live bet him. I think you're gonna get plus money on Rubix by first round after the first round. You gotta hop on it quickly. You better keep the fucking line. Like you better have your phone ready because everyone in the world knows what's gonna happen in that fight. If McKinney can't get him out of there in the first round, watch the line. It's gonna be McKinney getting the takedown, looking for some. If he can't get the submission, he's gonna be like minus 500. And when he can't get the submission, the line's gonna flip to the other side after those 60 seconds off. So I'm telling you right now, that's every time. Like when he fought Nazim Sadikov, that's what happened when he fought. Who else did he fight? Who else did he fight? When he fought Bonfimia, that's what happened there too. Like that's what happens every time McKinney fights. Like when he can't get the first round finish, he just kind of falls apart. Even the Nazim Sadikov fight, he wasn't even trying to defend that submission. I mean, he just gave up that rear naked choke. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, he just gave up that neck in the second round. This is one of those cards where it makes me want to bet the exciting props of first round or KO on like 3 or 4 fights. Yeah, I think McKinney's gonna be live in the first 6 minutes. I feel like probably the first 5 minutes. I'd say. Shama, I hadn't even looked at the stickers. Yeah, we haven't. I don't think we have stickers yet. I mean, we got. I'm gonna. I don't know. Can I add more? I can probably add stickers too. I only added emojis for now. And was that I think the only fight turns really gas is out. It was Judober fight that he took on 3 days notice. Bro, he gasses out in every fight. He gasses out. He gassed out in that Nazim Sadika fight. He gassed out in that Bonfim fight. Like he was clearly gassed on that Nazim Isma Bonfim fight. I mean the Nazim Sadika fight. He was tired after the first round. Like he gasses out every fight. Every fight that he goes past the first round, he's tired. I think the only fight that he wasn't gassed out in was that he was gassed out in the Duber fight, but I mean it wasn't really him gassing out. That was him like trying to get that finish in Duber, and he was close to finishing Duber. Dropped him like twice. I mean, almost finished him. Just Duber is so tough though, and he got a takedown on McKinney and got some ground and front off, and McKinney was looking for a way out. And that Sean Woodson fight, I mean, that was he just got caught with the flying, and he was wrestling. His cardio wasn't looking terrible in this fight. He was wrestling. He was taking down Woodson over and over, controlling him on the ground. He just got he just shot a desperate takedown and then ran into that flying knee from Woodson. Woodson timed a nice flying knee there. So other than that, I mean, his durability, he's been finished all 6 losses. How many last 6 losses? Yeah. So I think that's why Rubix is probably favorite here because durability, the cardio. I don't think he's more skilled than McKinney. He's probably like just durability and the cardio was why I think Rubix is favorite here because everyone knows what's gonna happen with McKinney. If he goes past the first round, he's gonna be cooked. Good old round one McKinney. Yeah. ITD is probably not even. It's probably just round one to be honest. ITD, the props are not even out right now. I think they're waiting to see where they're gonna line in McKinney round one. They know a lot of money is gonna come in McKinney round one. That's why I haven't bet the money line yet. I'm gonna look at round one because round two is probably gonna be like plus 800. I think round one's gonna be like plus 350 for McKinney because he's an underdog. Normally when he's a favorite, it's gonna be like plus. I think when you fight Murad, this kid Murad who fights should not be fighting at 155. He's gonna be moving down to 145. He had a fight coming up, but his fight got canceled. Murat's not really a 155er. And then Mike Breeden, when he starts Mike Breeden early, he's clearly been fighting the better competition than Herbuix. So I changed my pick here. I'm gonna go McKinney first round. ITD, I mean, I think the money line is probably safer, but it's not really like he's gonna win by decision. I mean, can it happen? I mean, things can happen, right? But I don't think he's gonna be winning the second, third round if it goes long. McKinney has never gone the distance. Yeah. He's either a feast or famine guy. I would not bet his money. I'm just gonna wait for the round one or maybe round two finish. You can find round one, round two on DraftKings when they open the props on like Thursday. They normally drop props on Thursday. Boss guy said, and he's proud of it. What are we talking right now? Or Boss Gags. And he said, Terrence is terrible. Okay. Why do we need to know that? What does that matter? Because the cardio? Okay. It's fucking hilarious. Where's Cobra, man? You guys, Cobra been in here? I haven't seen him around. Really said maybe he's cutting too much weight. Most of these guys are. I don't think he's cutting weight. That's just the way McKinney fights. He's trying to get you out of there in the first round. If he can get you out of there, he's just gonna get tired. He doesn't have a plan B out there. He can do it all though. He's really talented. He can grapple. He can strike. I mean, he can do it all. So he's gonna be live for a first round stop as either way. He's here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I agree with you. That makes us 100% true. So my pick is gonna be. Did we do a poll for this one? We did a poll for this one, right? You guys are picking McKinney at 50%, and then. Okay, so we got 56% for McKinney now, and Herbuix 44%. I think that makes sense. Because if it goes past the first round, you guys better rip your McKinney tickets in half because it's not winning past the first round. All right, let's talk about the next. I'm gonna pick McKinney by first round submission. Next fight on the card is gonna be Chase Hooper taking on Vyacheslav Borisov. Let's do a poll for this one. Hooper versus Borishev. Boris. I did the only time I bet Borishev I remember was that Mashate fight, because I knew Mashate is not really going to be shooting takedowns out there, and he's not going to be the better striker. Boris, bro, this guy's name is so fucking difficult. We'll just call him Vyacheslav. Okay, Vyacheslav Borishev. I'm gonna pick Vyacheslav Borishev by first round KO. I don't think Hooper is gonna be able to get the takedowns early. Can he get the takedowns? I mean, maybe later in the fight he can get the takedown if he survives in the first round. I just don't see him surviving in the first round. What I will say about Hooper is he came back after that Steve Garcia fight, took some time off. Did he take some time off? I think he did. Yeah, he took like at least 8 months off in that fight. After that fight, and I did not bet Chase Hooper there. I know a lot of people were betting Chase Hooper there. I mean, if I don't know how people can watch Hooper fights and bet on him like in that Garcia fight. He was actually on minus 300. It's like, like I don't know how people are betting on minus 300. I just passed on that fight overall. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen in here because Steve Garcia's got some dangerous hands. He knocked him down like 5 times in that fight. I think he knocked him down like fucking. Like he took some years off Chase Hooper's fucking his life. I mean, for sure. He at least took like 10 years off his life. I feel like in that fight. And the referee let that fight go on longer than I was expecting. Yeah, a lot of people were like, I picked him to win, and I did not bet on him at minus 300. I was like, that's not worth betting on Hooper, who's got like he's not dangerous on the feet. Like he's got like jiu-jitsu, and that's pretty much it. I did pick him in that Nick Fury fight. Yeah, he was underdog in that one, and I picked him there. Only had half in on a Hooper, because I was like, Nick Fury is pretty terrible. Nick Fury was coming off the last to Urbeski sweeper. Like this guy's really good. Who like I don't know. I knew that Nick Fury is not really good. Like he's still young, so maybe he can go to look good. But these New England cartel guys, like as much of I like these New England cartel guys, things just haven't been going well for these guys out of New England cartel. I think they just don't train with the best guys out there. They got to train with better guys out there. Yeah, that Hooper fight, I mean, he would look pretty good on the feet. I mean, Nick Fury's not only dangerous on the feet, so he will take him down, control him, strike him there. So Jordan Levitt fight, I did pick Jordan Levitt as underdog, plus 200 underdog. Jordan Levitt, like, this guy just starts going out there and grappling with this dude. Like, bro, why would you shoot a takedown in Chase Hooper? Like, I just don't get it. Jordan Levitt should have been striking out there. Like, I think he had better striking if he just struck with if he was striking with Chase Hooper. I just don't see Borishev shooting takedowns on him. I mean, Borishev goes out there, starts shooting takedowns on him. Cut Borishev from the UFC. He should not be going out there shooting takedowns on Hooper. Like Hooper is gonna submit if he starts shooting takedowns on him. Anton said, "Could you make a $100 bet in $100 in one bet? If you do a parlay, I mean, you can probably do that. If you do like if you did a crazy long shot parlay with like a couple $100 on that 3-1 card, and if you parlay all the favorites, if you took Patino out of there, you probably could have made like 100K. If you took like method of victory, like our picks were pretty solid. We picked a couple of method of victories. Yeah, you could have made like $500,000 on that card. I just don't do long shot parlays like that anymore. I used to do a couple of them, but there's always like 1 or 2 legs that's gonna fail you the parlay. And you said they could just keep making Tom and Sergey Pavlovich fight. They would just take turns knocking each other out in 1 minute. Kamler Kirk is on the Santino DeFranco podcast. He gives some good insight on this fight. If you want to watch it, I'll see if I can watch that episode. I mean, Kamler Kirk, I mean, I had a bet on Herberwicks, and I was like, bro, what is going on? Like, this guy just got taken down early, and he's going to get controlled now for this fight. But I knew that Kamler Kirk probably not going to be able to keep the pace in the second, third round. I said, you have a parlay for you, Antoine. I play Verdict and Topology, so I make picks for fun. Yeah, I got a Topology con. I think it's linked to on the channel if you want to follow. I'll give you a follow back on there. But yeah, Topology is good. I like Topology because you get all the information in one place. Slava Klaus, yeah, I think Slava Klaus is gonna get the knockout. Probably body shots. He's gonna hurt into the body and then land that left hook. I had 2 units on Slava Klaus. I had a 1 unit by moneyline in that Macharte fight. It was minus 140 there. I think it was like minus 140 there. It was like minus 140 when I got him there, and I bet him by KO plus 150 there. So I knew that Macharte is not really going to be shooting takedowns, and Macharte is a striker, so he knocked him out brutally. It was a brutal KO there. And that the only time he's been getting beaten by guys like Mike Davis, who's a good wrestler, very physically strong. Mark DeCasey was very physically strong, is a absolute wet blanket. I hate watching Mark DeCasey fights. Like watching Mark DeCasey fight out there takes some years off my life for sure. And I dread every time I have to do research for Mark DeCasey fights because you already know how the fights have probably gone, and you still got to go back run some tape on Mark DeCasey fights. Like I hate Mark DeCasey so much. I don't like watching him fight. Hopefully, we'll never see him fight, but he's probably got a fight coming up later. I'm gonna pick Borsch by first round kill. I think he's gonna knock him out early, and it's not gonna go long unless Hooper gets a takedown. I mean, he's still young, right? He's only like how old? He's 24 years old, so eventually he's gonna get better. He's gonna fill into that 155 frame. He's gonna get better. I just think this is gonna be a tough matchup for him. I mean, so Borshchev, I mean, he trains at Team Alpha Male, so his takedown defense is the only thing I'm worried about. Like I would pick him as a lock here. I haven't picked the lock of the week yet. Just a takedown defense, 36% takedown defense is pretty fucking shit. And that Nazim Sadikov fight, Sadikov, I have money on influence and he's Nazim Sadikov. Um, um, just he could have finished him. I think Nazim Sadikov could have finished him in the second round. He knocked him down. So Borsu got knocked down, but Nazim has fast, like nice power. I don't think Hooper is going to be knocking him down or anything. Or like if he Borsu shoots a takedown on him, he's going to get subbed. So he better not start shooting offensively wrestling out there. I don't think he's dumb enough to do that, right? What's the line on this one? Borussia by minus 140 for Borussia. I think the reason the lines are close is because of takedown defense. If you had like 80, 50, 60% takedown defense, I think Borussia would be like minus 250 here, minus 200, easy. Like you'd be minus 220, minus 240. It's just the takedown defense is like the only thing that's concerning. But Borussia was able to survive, right? He was able to survive on the ground with the Nazim Sadikov, was able to survive with the Mike Davis, who's got nice jiu-jitsu, can go get a submission on you if he gets you down. And he got taken down every round and wasn't able to get him. Mike Davis wasn't able to get him out of there with submission. Hooper does have nice submission skills, so Hooper by submission is probably not a bad play, but plus 225, not a big number. I'm worried about Borussia like getting taken down though. If he can defend takedown, like it's gonna be a tough night for him in the office. But I think he's gonna defend the takedown. Borussia by KO plus 110. I mean, it's gonna be either Hooper getting a submission, it's gonna be Borussia by knockout. It's just gonna be the way this fight's gonna go. There's no way this fight goes the distance either way. I think fight doesn't go the distance either way. It's solid. Chase Hooper has been training striking with Wonder Boy. Yeah, I'll tell you one other guy that trained striking with the Wonder Boy, Weston Wilson. He trained striking with the Wonder Boy, and like tell me how good Weston Wilson is. That's the guy that trained striking with Wonder Boy too. And how good is Weston Wilson, right? So just because you train with Wonder Boy isn't gonna make you fucking Wonder Boy. Isn't gonna give you the striking at the level of Wonder Boy. Yeah, Hooper's like kind of a jiu-jitsu nerd. He's not like he doesn't have crazy wrestling skills out there. So I think Borussia probably knocks him out. Probably knocks him on the first round. Borussia by first round, plus 200 only. Like what is going on here? Borussia by second round. Imagine Borussia gets a submission. Yo. What's Borussia by submission? It's not gonna happen, but imagine he plus 3,000 for Borussia by submission. Imagine a club and sub, bro. That's fucking juicy as all though. Borussia by submission. He's probably not gonna get a submission though, but that's a good number. I mean, $5 on that. How much is $5 on that? $10 on that is gonna win you 300. $100 is gonna win you $3,000, 3K. So it's not gonna happen though. I don't think he's gonna submit Hooper. It's gonna be by KO. Crazy number though, plus 3,000 for submission. We never know. Club and sub. We've seen club and sub happen all the time when people are rocked on the feet trying to shoot a takedown. They might get caught in a guillotine. It's probably not gonna happen though. Borussia by first round. What's the first round? Borussia by first round. Plus 180. I think Borussia by first round. But Borussia money line's not bad. Just the takedown that I'm worried about, the takedown defense, 36% takedown defense is not really crazy good. The only reason his takedown defense looks terrible is because he fought guys like Mike Davison, who's very physically strong. And he fought guys like Mark Casey, who's pretty horrible, but can definitely wrestle guys down. Rose said I like the Russian dude. Yeah, this guy's got like so much experience in kickboxing. I like watching Borisov strike. His hands are crazy fast too. His combinations are beautiful. Ernie B, so you obviously haven't watched his fights if you're asking that. Um, can Hooper even get a takedown? Hooper, like, I don't think he can get a take. Like, if he can get a takedown on Borch if he like really tries to go for that takedown over and over. Like, if he chain wrestles here. The only reason he got the submission off in that who was it, Jordan Levy fight, because Jordan Levy was trying to offensive wrestle him down. Like, he got, I think, his back taken in the scramble. That's what happened there. I remember that fight because I had a play on Jordan Levitt, the Monkey King, at plus 200. I was like, that's gonna be easy money for Jordan Levitt. And he goes out there, starts shooting takedowns defensively, which is crazy. I did not expect that. Hooper can't take anyone down. I mean, he could take someone down like Borussia, but and that's what people are hoping for that are betting Hooper here. I just don't see him getting an early takedown. On the feet, Borussia is a way better kickboxer on the feet. Let's see what happens though. It's gonna be a great fight, man. I'm gonna take Borussia by KO though. I do like him at this line. I mean, I'm glad I didn't bet on him early because he was actually like minus 200 earlier in the week. So the money line's actually coming down. I'm gonna see where the line goes. If I can get him at minus 110, like bro, even money on Borussia, I would love that money line on Borussia minus 110. But it's probably not gonna happen because I think there's a lot of people that like Borussia here. I mean, a lot of people are picking Hooper here. I mean, 36%. So I'm gonna pick Borussia. Hooper is gonna get better eventually. Like he's gonna start like really mixing it up. He's only 24 years old for 155. He's basically a baby for 155. So he's gonna get better, man. He's gonna fill into that 155 frame eventually. Like I just don't know if this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the time. Up next we got Waldo Cortes Acosta taking out Rebellion to Spain. This Spain's gonna knock him out early. I'm feeling more confident the more I think about this fight. Was the Spain not 36 years old? How's he 35 years old? This guy's aging backwards now. Like what is going on? Was he not 36 years old? Like I swear this guy was 36 years old, right? Like I remember like doing research for that Josh Breezen fight that he had in his UFC debut, and he was like 36 years old. So like they probably got the age mixed up here. Let's do a poll for this one. You guys are picking Hooper at 60%. So is it just you guys want to see Hooper win, or you guys really think Hooper can win out there? Like, I would not be shocked if he gets a submission though, because he's gotten a better jiu-jitsu. I just don't see him getting a takedown early. He's gonna eat a lot of damage on the feet against Borussia, because Borussia's got fast hands, nice combinations, nice body rips. Like the way like Borussia will throw those body shots. I mean, those are crippling body shots. Acosta versus Spain. This page. Okay, I'm fucking Spain. I think the Spain's gonna knock him out early. I don't think it's gonna go long. I think the Spain's just because the problem, man. This guy's got like crazy inch reach. So yeah, I was looking on the UFC website, right? They had a Cortes Acosta with like a. Let me see. Let me see if I can check it out right now. UFC St. Louis. They had him listed at 70-inch reach, so I was like, "There's no way that's true." St. Louis. On the UFC official website, they have Nascimento, like not Nascimento. I mean, Cortes Acosta reach at 70 per 70 inches. Like that's definitely wrong. There's no way he's only got 70-inch reach, right? Look at this. Like I was like, no way he's got a 17-inch reach advantage. That'd be crazy with a 70-inch. Like either Tapology has it wrong, or either like either UFC website has it wrong. The reach has it. They have the reach wrong written down. So I don't know which one is true, but either way, I think the Spain's gonna knock him early. I don't think this fight's gonna. I don't think Costa's gonna be shooting takedowns on him. If you're not shooting takedowns on this guy and you're striking with this guy, he's shown that he's got a pretty solid chin. We haven't really seen him fight anyone that can strike like like Cortez Acosta. Cortez Acosta was scared to straight power punches with Andrzejowski's 100 years old. I think he's gonna be scared to exchange power punches with the power shots with the Spain. I think the Spain's gonna knock him out easy. I'm pretty confident in Spain. I think he knocks him early. I think it's gonna be like a brutal KO first round. Now, can Cortez Acosta knock him out? I mean, maybe. I mean, we haven't really seen Spain chin tested, so we really don't know if his chin's gonna hold up. He did take a big shot in that Miles Banks fight on Inferior UFC, so his chin seems solid. I think he's gonna knock him out. I don't think it's gonna go past the first round. What's the number on this one? The Spain was plus minus 160 earlier in the week, so there's been some people parlaying him, so his money line's actually getting chalkier now. Minus 205 for minus 204 for the Spain. Under 1.5 minus 200. Spain by KO is minus 175, so you might as well take the money line in the parlay. I think the money line is solid for parlay here. Views that should win, but it's hard to lock him when he's got such a hole in his game and no takedown defense. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm worried about with Borchev. Rose said, "Oh my God, I pulled into a parking lot, almost witnessed a fist fight. Was there some crackheads out there? Probably some crackheads fighting each other, right? Some old fart bitching because a dude motorcycle was too loud. He was pretending he was going too fast and it wasn't. Probably some Karen. I mean, there's always Karens out there. I don't even open my window when there's people fucking just trying to like cut you off and like fight with you. You never know who's gonna have a fucking gun out there. Not a lot of people have weapons out here in Canada, so it's pretty safe out here. But there's like there's no reason to open your fucking window when people are trying to like cut you off and stuff. And he said Spain. Yeah, I think Spain goes out there and gets a first round KO. I don't think it's gonna go long. I think this is gonna be probably like early first round. I think they're gonna be trading. I don't think the cost is gonna be shooting takedowns on him. Probably would be smart for him to start shooting takedowns on him. That's what he needs to do. Start shooting takedowns on this guy. Take him down. Why trade with this guy on the field? He's got crazy reach advantage and way better striker than you. I think he's only gonna take one big shot for Spain because this guy's like 6'6", fighting at heavyweight. I mean, he's pretty muscled too. So I think the Spain's gonna go out there and get it done. Money line is probably the favorite. It has to be the bet here because the KO is only minus 175. If the KO was like minus 130, I would like the KO, but it's minus 175, so you might as well take the money line in the parlay in case Cortez Acosta starts taking a beating for 3 rounds, which I don't think is gonna happen, but you never know. It could go long if Cortez Acosta's chin starts holding up there, and the Spain could win by decision too. You never know. I mean, so striking, but I think we're gonna see a knockout in the first round. The Spain by first round KO, they're probably it's minus 150. God damn it! I was thinking maybe they're gonna give us like plus 120 on first round KO for Spain. Yeah, it's not plus money. It's minus 115. What's the second on? The Spain second on KO. Plus 750 for second on KO. I mean, can this go long? I mean, the cost is pretty tough. Imagine Costa shoot a takedown, gets a takedown, and then gets knocked in second round. Plus 750. Not a bad number to sprinkle on because it's only 5 minutes, right? Costa's pretty tough. I just don't know if he's going to be able to take the damage early. I mean, it could go in the second round. I would not be shocked. I mean, if it goes in the second round. I mean, that's some good number. I mean, you're getting plus 750 on the Spain by second on TKO. We haven't seen him get a second round. His fights haven't gone past the first round. Fights barely go past the first minute. I mean, I predicted first 30-second knockout in that at the Josh Parisian fight, and I think it went like 30. I think it went like 27 seconds or something like that. So, I mean, Josh Parisian is absolutely horrible. He's like a part-time fighter, full-time taxi driver. This is going to be a tough test for him, but I think he's going to get it done by KO though. Plus 750 for a second was not bad. Sprinkle. You're leaving right now, Rose. All right, see you later. Antoine said, do you live in a city area, Pickham, or in a suburban? I kind of live in a suburban, like outside the city. I used to live in downtown Toronto before, but it's annoying hearing sirens all the time. It's like I hate living in the city though. Like there's like perks and cons, right? Like on the weekend, it's much more fun living in the city. But when you come home from work, bro, you're trying to sleep, you're trying to get a sleep in, and there's like sirens going all over the place. Like so annoying. Eddie said my cousin went to school with the Waldo Cortez Acosta. Is that really true, Eddie? That's crazy. we're the channel, like small world we live in, right? The Spain, yeah, I like the Spain. Where Dust Fire Eddie, is the Spain gonna last for after first round? I mean, he's pretty tough, man. He took some crazy leg kicks and a couple of wrist fights. I mean, he took a beating in the Lima fight to the Lima. Lima was beating him up on the feet and knocked him down. And he went to this with the Lima, but Lima does not really like crazy power puncher. He's got power, but he's not really a crazy power puncher like the Spain. I mean, the reason if you're gonna play the second, it's gonna be value. You're gonna look for the value, but not the reason you're getting a plus 750 number on the second on is because his fights we haven't seen him in the second on yet, so you're basically playing the number. You're taking a chance second on because the number is like like what people I think people a lot of people do. They'll like put a crazy amount of money in the first round, like hammer that first round KO plus minus 115, then like sprinkle like 1 unit on the second round. So that's what a lot of people that's what a lot of cappers do. I don't really do that, but I think the money line is probably the best way to go. Because it could go in the we could see like a late finish in the sets, early first, second round, but probably gonna be first round though. But I don't think he's bust though. He's gone long in the Taekwondo fights. I mean, he's gone long before, so I mean, but if it just goes longer. I mean, things could look slippery and things could look bad. But I don't think his first round or bust though, Luis. I think he could go to second on TKO too. He's probably gonna be if he stays patient, but I think he's way too big, way too physically strong, and he's got way too much power. And it's not like this guy's gonna be shooting takedowns on him. So it's gonna be first round. I'm gonna say first round though. Probably first or second round, but second round's not a bad number. Next fight on the card is gonna be Alex Caceres taking on Sean Woodson. Let's do a poll for this one. You guys are picking the Spain 100%. Not even one person has picked the Cortes Acosta. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Alright, Caceres versus Woodson. The only time I bet Woodson was that Luis Saldana fight. Not yeah, only time I bet him. I passed on that Dennis Baduka fight. Then I bet Charles Jourdain on him over him. I mean, Jourdain looked horrible out there. Jourdain looked like you couldn't even like catch him at all. I don't know how that was a split. That was not a split decision. That was a clear cut 30-27 in my opinion. I think Jourdain lost every round. Maybe would have lost. Maybe would have won the third round. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think he won any round out there. Like Woodson in that Saldana fight, he was winning that fight up until he got caught and they got knocked down a couple of times. Saldana could have finished him. I mean, he had him in big trouble. He decided to soccer kick him in the face, like trying to get him out of there. He got way too excited for that 50K bonus. And I was happy that they called it a draw because I had him in a parlay, but I can't remember who it was. But who was it? I think it was him in a parlay with someone else. Let me see who it was. I had like a 2-unit parlay there. Who was it? Was it Usman? It might have been Usman. No, that was the card that I lost fucking. What was it? I lost like 8 units on that card. I had Usman moneyline live. I bet him live, and I lost $800 on Usman. That was a terrible card for me. I had him in a parlay with who was it? It might have been Jared Gordon though. That was a good card, but from an entertainment standpoint, not really the best card for me though. Yeah, Jourdain fight. I mean, Jourdain just couldn't really get anything going. Yeah, I think Woodson's he's gonna win this fight because Caceres is known for the grappling mostly. Like he can knock you out if he catches you clean, but like he knocked out Julian Rosa with the head kick. So he's got some finishing ability, but Rosa has no chin. He's got like no chin left at all. I'm gonna pick Woodson. I think Woodson's gonna outstrike him. I like the over 2.5. I think it goes over 2.5. I think it goes over 2.5. I like the over 2.5 here a lot. What's the over 2.5 here? Minus 280. Holy shit, it's actually chalked. I was like maybe minus 200. I like Woodson as a parlay piece too. I'm just worried because I like that's the Saldana fight gives me PTSD every time I think about parlaying Woodson. I think he's gonna win though. I think he should win. Luis said I'm still betting the Spain but tricky. I think you should get the job done. You might be able to hedge in Costa by like if he survives the for early beating. Houston wins, but I'm not betting it. Yeah, I haven't bet it yet. I haven't made any bets on this card yet. But I'm thinking about the over 2.5 here. Maybe Nate Brown said the Kentucky card is better than this, and Thiago Moises versus Ludwig Klein. Bro, that's a sick fight. That's gonna be a tough test for Ludwig Klein though. But I think Ludwig Klein probably does he win that match? I mean, I think he probably wins that. Thiago Moises can definitely take him down and submit him though. Woodson is a hometown guy. He's gonna come through. Yeah, I think it's gonna just be tricky for Caceres to deal with. Caceres is like got a tricky striking style. Like he's very not easy to like time. I mean, he's very tricky, but I think Woodson wins gets it done. Slender man, yeah. I think Acosta's a good chance. Acosta has a good chance if he survives round one. I don't think he's gonna survive round one, or I think either even the second, I'd see him getting knocked out. He better take this guy down because I don't think he's gonna be. Like, he was scared to exchange in the pocket with Andrei Arlovsky, and if you're scared to exchange in the pocket with Andrei Arlovsky, at this point, bro, like, what's gonna happen when you're going out there fighting a guy like Spain? But you never know. We haven't seen Spain past the first round, so you might be right. You said most of the guys Spain has been knocking out have less than 30 fights out their record. A couple of them were having their first fights. I mean, he's like it's not that he's been fighting absolute bums. It's that the way he's been going out there and getting the job done. Like that's why he's like a minus 2 to 1 here because out there absolutely sparking these guys in the first 30 seconds, the first 5 seconds. I mean, and so like he's got a lot of taekwondo experience too. He's made it to the Olympics. So I think that's why he's like 2 to 1 here. I mean, he actually opened up at minus 450, so a lot of money has been coming in the court to the cost. So people have been betting the Costa side on this fight. I'd like Woodson here. I think Woodson gets done probably by like I don't think he's finishing Caceres though. I don't see him finishing him. Like Woodson, he could be undefeated right now, bro. I think, bro. Let me fucking read this. I think Woodson could be undefeated right now. Like he's got pretty solid wins, right? Knocked out Trent McKinney with the flying knee, like Kyle Bochniak, like when Kyle Bochniak wins, not really the best win there, but that's Luis Saldana fight. He was winning that fight up until he got knocked down. I mean, almost got finished. Should have got finished there because if Saldana wasn't soccer kicking him in the face, I think it would have been okay. And then Julian Rosa fight, he was dominating that fight before he got got caught in that Darce choke. I think Woodson wins. I'm pretty confident Woodson wins this fight. I actually bet on Caceres' last fight. I bet the over. I bet fight goes to distance. I bet him by decision. I was all over that Daniel Pinedo fight. That he fought Daniel Pinedo, and I told you guys to go bet on Caceres. That was a really high confidence pick there. But Pinedo had some good moments in that fight too. But Caceres just like Pinedo's like more of a jiu-jitsu guy. He's not really known for the striking. When Caceres was landing, keeping him at the end of those body kicks, those deep kicks up the middle, like that was a really fun fight to watch too. That was actually the fight of the night. Yeah, Caceres looked good out there, and I knew he was not finishing Pinedo. Pinedo's really tough. He almost finished him though, so I was like, damn, he's gonna finish him. I'm gonna lose some money. But yeah, he's thank God Pinedo hung in there. But I think Caceres is tough enough. He's not gonna get finished here. And I see Woodson getting it done. Damn, Caceres is 35 years old. He's been fighting forever, right? He's got like so much fights in UFC. He's got like 28 fights, 29 fights in UFC. Like so, that's why his record doesn't look that good on paper. But most of his fights have been in UFC. Fought pretty much everyone. I think Woodson gets it done. Though, I think Woodson by decision for sure. I like Woodson here. I think Woodson by decision plus 105. Moneyline parlay piece. I think is solid. I think it goes a distance though. Like fight goes a distance minus 260. Woodson by decision. I like Woodson by decision minus plus 105 because I don't see a finish happening here. Woodson's not really crazy dangerous on the feet. Like the only guy that he's finished it was McKinney. I think that's the only guy that he's been able to go out there and finish. Ernie said Ernest and Woodson is the fight to make. Holy shit, that was crazy. How's going, Andrew Basheen? Good to see you, man. Blue cheese. Woodson is ash. Someone needs to flatline too. I mean, Saldana almost did it, bro. Saldana almost flatlined him, knocked him out cold, but he just soccer kicked him after, trying to get him out of there, trying to get that 50K bonus. Yeah, like Woodson. I think Woodson's gonna win. This is gonna be because is not really crazy dangerous. He doesn't really have a lot of power on the feet, so the only way I see him knocking a Woodson if he catches him clean with the head kick. It's gonna be tough to knock him out with the head kick because Woodson's so long and rangy. He's not gonna get those kicks up there, like he did Julian Rosa. I like Woodson. I think Woodson gets it done by decision. Fight goes a distance either way. I got main card time. Damn, we're still like we're okay. That was actually the main card fight, right? The Caceres fight. Woodson was actually the main card opener. We got Diego Ferreira taking number 2, Sebeski. Do we need a poke for this one? We probably don't even need a poke for this one. So you guys are picking Woodson at 89% on there. Let's do a poll anyways. Becky versus Ferreira. No, I bet against Ferreira. I bet Michael Johnson there. And Michael Johnson was looking good out there. I was like, yo, damn, I can't believe I bet on Michael Johnson plus 150. I think it was like plus 150 there. And he was looking, what was it, like plus 150. And the money line came down a bit later, but I got him at plus 150 there. I had him in a parlay with Devin Haney. I had him a couple more parlays. And I normally don't parlay underdogs. I'll just play them straight up. But I was like very confident Michael Johnson's going to go out there. I'll strike this dude. He was out striking him easy. He was making it look easy. Then he just got absolutely flatlined with the overhand right from hell. He got put in a casket. I mean, he got buried 10 feet under. Ferreira, like if he just didn't land that one punch overhand right, I think Michael Johnson was on his way to winning that fight easy. Like it was gonna be 30-27. So that's what happened there. So before that, I mean, he got knocked. He submitted 2 strikes from Matusa Besky. I mean, Gillespie. Gillespie is actually really solid. I don't know what this guy's been doing, bro. Where's Gillespie been right now? Like he's actually really good. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. Like he's really dangerous too. Hopefully, he's actually 37 years old. We haven't seen this guy in a long time. He was actually a problem back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember him. Munir Darius, they were just wrestling, grappling with each other over and over. That's what happened there. So Ferreira's definitely dangerous, but I just don't see him doing anything to Rebecki. I mean, Rebecki has a good chin on him. He's really tough, man. He's not gonna give you any room to set anything up. Like he's not gonna take a back step. That's what I like of Rebecki. I think Rebecki's gonna absolutely just steamroll this guy. I think he's gonna knock him out in the first 2 rounds. I think it's gonna be like Rebecki all day. I like Rebecki as a parlay piece. He's my most confident pick on the card, and I think I faded him with Rajabab. Actually, yeah, I took Rajabab 1 unit there. Rajabab plus 130, and bro, like I found out that Rebecki is a fucking problem because Rajabab is a good wrestler. Like he's pretty big for the weight class, and I was like, oh, Rajabab is gonna be 4 inches taller than this dude. He's gonna take him down. Use that size. Damn, I was wrong. Damn, I was wrong. Yeah, Rajabov he got chopped up like a tree and got knocked out cold in the second with the big overhand left. He just got fucking bullied in that fight. Yeah, Rebecki is a real deal, man. This guy's a problem. I found out that this guy's absolute like I was like this guy's 17-1 record. He's been fighting absolute bums out there. He fought Nick Fury before that, couldn't fist Nick Fury. So I was trying to fade him there, and I found out that this dude is for real, man. He's got a couple of good wins too, so this guy's actually not bad. Yeah, I think Rebecki is the fucking truth. I think that's why the money line is the way it is right now, because he's actually really fucking good. Rebecki is gonna absolutely steamroll. He's gonna knock him out inside the first 2 rounds. He's gonna finish. It might get him a submission, but I think submission is less likely than a knockout. I see Rebecki doing whatever he wants out there. He can win by decision, absolutely dominate him, but I think it's gonna be a finish because Ferreira's getting up there in age. He's 39 years old now. And he looks slow out there. He caught Johnson with the overhand right, but I don't see that happening here. Rebecki by KO, plus 165. What's the inside distance for Rebecki? Minus 115. I like inside distance. I like inside distance a lot. I'm shocked that it's not like minus 150 for Rebecki inside distance. Probably because he couldn't finish Nick Fury, but he was just trying to take Nick Fury down over and over. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 172, 173. Fight doesn't go to. I like fight doesn't go the distance too. But I like Rebecki. I think Rebecki is gonna be the one getting a finish here. I don't see Ferreira getting a finish here. He's not gonna knock him out. I don't see that happening. I I think Rubeski is the fucking real deal, man. Yeah, that Johnson KO was vicious, bro. I was gonna make so much money if Johnston had won because he was clearly winning too. I was like so happy, bro. I wasn't even watching. Like I was like just fucking waiting for my book to pay me off because I was like I think Haney was fighting during the same weekend too. I had a bunch of other parlays on that card with Johnston as the last leg, and yeah, that like the way he got like when he got knocked out, I felt like I was the one that got fucking buried 10 feet under. Yeah, that KO was brutal, man. That was brutal KO, but Johnson is like he's getting old, right? It's not like he's not the youngest guy. He's taking a lot of damage in his career, so Rubeski hasn't been taking damage. They're not gonna give him that space to work. I think he's gonna be on him from the jump, and I think Rubeski's gonna see him roll him. Rubeski by what he's gonna do whatever he wants to this guy. It's gonna be easy, I think. Fira was in the rankings at one point. He was ranked in the top 15 at one point, so he's fought some decent competition. I mean, he's 9-5, right? So it's not gonna be easy fight. I do think Rubeski is gonna go out there and make it look easy. I mean, so I like Rubeski here. I think he goes out there, gets it done. I mean, he does have a win over Alibi OAM, right? So not a bad win. I mean, he beat him back, has a ground and pound win over Carl Nelson. So that win's honestly not aging bad for him. That knocking out Carl Nelson in the first round. I mean, so in the second round, I mean, so he's got some legit wins, right? Jared Gordon knocking out Jared Gordon back in 2018. So I just think he's the time off and like using a skid before the Michael Johnson fight. I think a lot of people. I think we're gonna find out Rebecki is the real deal. I think this is gonna be his best win for Rebeski. Rebeski's gonna steamroll him. I think he's gonna knock him out. He's gonna chop his legs with those leg kicks, and then he's gonna knock him out cold. As you said, Carlos Oberg is another lock. We'll go over that fight. I don't know if I would call him a lock right now. Or Andrew said earlier today, I had some drinks, deep drinking. Dan, what were you drinking, Andrew? Were you drinking whiskey or like rum? What kind of drink? What's your favorite drink? Andrew said, but I'm right now. I had some food in me. That's good to know, Andrew. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Rebeski. I think Rebeski is the fucking truth. I like him at the parlay piece a lot. Minus 400 is kind of chalky because this is the best guy that he's gonna be fighting by a mile. Because Ferreira was ranked at one point in the 155. He was ranked. I've seen him ranked all the way at top 8, top 9 before. So, but I think he's 39 years old. He's fucking old now. So, and he's clearly like he looks slow out there. He looked slow in that Johnson fight before he landed that overhand right. And he's clearly losing that fight. I don't think he's gonna catch Rebeski like he did with Michael Johnson. Rebeski has to be careful though, because like Ferreira still has power even though he's 39 years old, almost pushing 40. I think Rebeski's gonna make it look easy though. Rebeski by TKO. I think Rebeski by ITD. I like the ITD for Rebeski. I like the inside distance for Rebeski. Minus 115 for Rebeski inside the distance. I like that. But parlay piece is honestly not bad too because he can win, just out wrestle this guy if he wants. I think he's gonna get a finish though. I think he's gonna go out there and get a finish though. Up next we got Alonzo Menifield taking on Carlos Oberg. Chat's picking Rebeski as 75%. Yeah, like I think Rebeski goes out there, handles business like he's supposed to. Bro, that Rajabov fight told me everything I needed to do, but I needed to know about Rebeski. Like he made him look like easy work out there. Menifield versus Oberg. Menifield, man, he's as an underdog. Menifield's like not bad as an underdog. Like just his coach, I think his coach is Pat Barry, right? So I think he's still with Pat Barry right now. So he fought Jimmy Crute twice. I mean, submitted Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute retired after that fight. Knocked him Misa Serkinov. So losing to William Knight, it hasn't really been aging well for him. He could be undefeated right now. Not undefeated. I mean, he could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-0 right now. His last 6 fights, if he just didn't lose to William Knight. This guy was absolute fraud. Askarov. Justin Jacoby win is honestly he was losing that first round. Justin Jacoby has pillow hands, no power, and Justin Jacoby has no power. Like either Menifield has a crazy chin on him, or Jacoby has no power. And he was able to knock down Justin Jacoby. Second round hurt him bad. Win the second round, win the third round. Yeah, that's what happened there. He's pretty good, man. Manifield's not bad. He's ranked in top 15 right now. So this is gonna be Oberg's toughest fight. I feel like right now because that Down Jung fight, I picked him as a lock. I knew he was gonna go out there and finish Down Jung, but I was not expecting a submission there. So he showed that he can go out there and submit people to get a takedown, submit people on the feet. I mean, that fight was looking kind of close on the feet. I'll say that right now. I was kind of worried about Oberg on the feet with the down young because he was looking tired and looking kind of fatigued. We've seen him get knocked out before. He was dominating Kennedy Chuku. Then he's trading in the pocket. Kennedy Chuku gets knocked out in the second round. So we've seen his chin crack before. So, but I think he was young back then. That wasn't that. Yeah, that was his UFC debut. He made a mistake, but that can happen from time to time. His veins are Tefon Chukwi, Fabio Chiron, Europateria, Nicole Negomariano, Down Jung. I mean, the veins are just not really. This is going to be the best guy that he's fighting by a mile, like in his UFC career. I'm gonna pass betting this one, but I'm gonna pick Carlos Oberg by. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out. He might win by decision because Manifield's really tough. He's only been knocked out like one time, right? Yeah, he's only been knocked out once by Owen St. Preux. I'm gonna pick Oberg by like I'll pick him by KO, but I'm not really gonna. I know a lot of you guys like him as a parlay piece. He should go out there and handle business, but Manifield's fucking tough, man. He's got a blockhead for a chin. He might just take some damage and like catch him clean. So, um, Steph as a board, Rebesky better not grapple with Farah. I think Farah's like grappling, like submission skills are kind of overrated. I feel like this could be like the Smith Petrino parlay killer fight. Yeah, I'm staying away from if Oberg was looking better on the feet against Down Jung, I'd be like, okay, this guy's the fucking real deal. He still went out there, got the submission right, so I wasn't expecting the submission there. I was like really confident he's gonna go out there steamroll Down Jung in the first round, probably like knock him out in the first or second round. I'm gonna pass on betting on this fight because Manifield is gonna be a tough test because Manifield is fucking. He's very physically strong. He's got some power too. He's got a good chin on him. He's pretty durable for the most part out there. He might all go out there start shooting takedowns on Oberg because he can do that. Oberg can definitely start shooting takedowns on him. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Oberg though, but I don't really know if I like anything from betting standpoint here. What's the problem? Minefield plus 225. Bro, if that line keeps getting better, I might have to sprinkle Minifield, but I'm probably just gonna stay away because I'm gonna pick Oberg. I think he's the better striker, better kickboxer, better leg kicking game, much quicker, also younger. Just fucking Manifield's he's known for pulling through with upsets, so you never know. Fight doesn't go to distance much, 290. I mean, Manifield's last fight went to distance somehow, so I don't even like the fight doesn't go to distance either. What's Manifield by decision? Manifield by decision plus 650. I mean, you could wrestle. We could see Manifield wrestling out there too. It's less likely, but we could see him just taking this guy down over and over. Probably not gonna happen though. Oberg by KO. That's what people are expecting. KO. It's not even plus money, man. I'm not gonna play that KO at minus 115 against Manifield. It's pretty durable. Only been knocked out once in the UFC. I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna pass. I don't really like the line for betting. This is it's not like he's fighting bum out there, right? It's not Down Jung. I mean, Down Jung was pretty horrible. I feel like Down Jung had some good moments in that fight. Was starting to take over before he got taken on and sub. I'm gonna pass. I don't really like betting. I mean, if you got Oberg in your parlays, I mean, good luck. Like, I'm just gonna pass on that one. You don't like no parlay for Oberg? Yeah, I'm good too. Jacoby, like he's got pillow hands. Jacoby doesn't really have like crazy power. Like Oberg he actually has some power. Oberg will take him down. Oberg's not gonna take him down, bro. Oberg should not be taking this guy down. He should just strike with him. He should not be taking this guy down. It doesn't make sense for him to take him down, in my opinion. He should just strike with him from the outside. Like that's where he's gonna be much better with the leg kicks, with the kicking game. He's got better kicks. 3 years younger, 10 centimeters taller, and 2.6 centimeters longer. I'm gonna pick Oberg, but I'm gonna stay away from betting on this one because I don't really have the most confidence in Oberg here. He might go out there and make it look easy. Even then, I'm just gonna pass on this one. No reason to be throwing every big favorite in a parlay. I guess it depends on which site you check. I think BetOnline is the only first book that has props out mostly every week. No, they are not the same. Jacoby leans in when he jabs. Yeah, Jacoby's okay, but doesn't have a lot of power. He just like touches. He'll just touch you and like keep like point fight you. He's not really like known for knocking people out. You can knock. I mean, he knocked out Kenny Chuku, right? He's pretty chin is pretty suspect. Other than that, I mean, Jacoby doesn't really have the best chin himself. That's why he got dropped so many times. Almost he got dropped by Mirzukhanov. I picked Mirzukhanov there as a plus 275 underdog, and I bet him there. And then I picked. Then he was trying to like Jacoby doesn't really have the best fight IQ. He was out there wrestling Mirzukhanov in that third round when Mirzukhanov was gasping for air. So like Jacoby, I mean Jacoby is like pretty fucking. His fight IQ is very questionable. I think Orberg has better fight IQ than Justin Jacoby. I also think Orberg has more power than Justin Jacoby. I'm gonna pick Oberg by like a second on TKO, but he might not get a TKO. I'm not really crazy confident in the TKO there. Next fight on the card is gonna be Alonzo Menifield. No, not Alonzo Menifield. Joaquin Buckley taking on Nursultan Ruziboyev. I am gonna pick a Nursultan Ruziboyev. The weight cut. I mean, I'm still gonna wait till the weigh-ins to maybe place a bet on Nursultan Ruziboyev. Chas picking Oberg at 80% in the last fight. Yeah, I like Buckley. Buckley's been looking pretty solid at 170 though. Like we need to say that much. Buckley. Oh, what the fuck did I just press? Okay, Buckley. It's not easy betting against Buckley these days, man. I'll say that much. Like that's why I haven't bet Rusboyev yet, because I did bet Vicente Luque over Buckley, and look how that turned out for me. Rusboyev. Vicente Luque just kind of quit. Luque is absolutely washed though. I mean, like Boyev, like he's got nice counter striking. He's not wasn't really known for the striking when he came to UFC. More known for the grappling. Just I want to see him in the scales. I mean, I think some money is gonna come into his boy. If he makes 170, looks good on the scales. He's made 155 before too, so he can maybe like probably not gonna have trouble making 170. 6'5" with the crazy reach. We have seen Buckley get knocked out before, have trouble with 185ers. Guys that are long and rangy. Like Vicente Luque is not really like crazy tall either, right? Vicente Luque is like how tall is Vicente Luque? He's like 6 feet tall, 5'11". So the guys that he's been going out there fighting are like not really crazy big. Morono's like 5'10", 5'11" too. So Fiali was like 5'11". This got no chin. Fiali was like 6 feet tall almost. So he's had trouble with guys that are like long and rangy. Like Imava won the first two rounds and absolutely gassed out in third round. The Buckley had a good third round against Imava though. And Curtis, I mean, he was clearly winning that fight against Chris Curtis before he got caught with the counter shot. And he got head kicked into the shadow round by Leslie DeKiriko, obviously. But I mean, the way he knocked him, Pakistan, and that wins honestly aging well for him right now. So Buckley has fought the better competition. I think that's why he's favored right now by the Bucks. And I'm gonna pick Rizboya though, because I think the long rangy style could give him some problems. The counter striking could give him some problems. I don't know if I'll place a bet on Rizboya though. I don't know. Like, and if he looks really good in the skills, maybe then. But it's not easy betting against Buckley these days, man. Like this guy, like he's really coming into his own right now. You guys picking? You guys are picking Buckley 80%. Yeah, I don't really know, man. I think Nursultan's Web can make something happen. I think he could get a submission too. He can get out. He's gonna be live for in the first two rounds. This guy's a monster, man. He's got so much experience. I mean, he's 2-0 in the UFC, like knocking people out. Knocked out Bruno Ferreira, which is not bad. I mean, that's Bruno Ferreira can wrestle offensively. He can grapple too. Knocked him out under a minute. So I think the counter shot's gonna catch Buckley here. I'm gonna pick Ruzi Boya by KO TKO. I don't know if I'll bet on it. Like maybe I'll place a bet on him after the weigh-ins. If he wasn't cutting, if this was a 185, I would 100% bet it was Boyev. I would have placed the bet already, but the weight cut. I mean, I'm worried about the weight cut. He might look too drained on the scales. Because Buckley's like only like 5'10", right? He's only like 5'10". 5'10", yeah, he's only 5'10". He's not like, I mean, he's fighting at 185, but he doesn't have a lot of trouble making 170. Rizboev has made 155 in the past, but at 170, he's got a couple of losses at 170 before. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Buck. I'm gonna pick Rizboev though, but Buck has been absolutely winning. He's been winning at 170 though. The Luque fight, I mean, the Luque just quit out there. Like, it is what it is. And I picked Luque as a lock of the week, which is probably one of the worst locks of the weeks out there. I never had a lock of the week who just went out there and quit. Like, that was the first ever. I'm gonna pick Rizboev though. I'm gonna pick Rizboev. I feel like Rizboev is gonna get this done. Holberg is younger. Yeah, he is. You got Buckley. Bio said I'm betting Rizboev, but concerned with him moving down to welterweight. Otherwise, I'll load up on him big. Yeah. Nate Brown and Rizboev inside this, and that has to be the play. I mean, like, can he win decision? I mean, I don't think he's gonna win decision. If he's gonna win, it's gonna be by finish. 7 of his 8 losses are welterweight. Yeah, that's what I was talking about too. He's got a couple of losses at welterweight. Well, he was young. I mean, he's only 30 years old right now, so it's just in his prime right now. So he's got some. He's been fighting. Since how old was he? Like, he's been fighting since he was like back 2014, bro. So he's been fighting since 2014. I think he's in his prime right now. If he has a good weight cut, I think his boy can make something happen here. What's the line right now for Rizboev? Plus 131 for Rizboev. What's the inside distance for Rizboev? Plus 200 for Rizboev inside distance. I think that's what I like here. I like Rizboev by ITD. Nate Brown, I agree with you. I think Rizboev by ITD. Buckley by ITD. Plus minus 110. I like Rizboev by ITD. I think that's probably the better play here than the money line. I think that's better than the money line in my opinion. Because he's not really good at winning decisions out there. Hopefully he doesn't go out there and try to, like, if Buckley gets a takedown on him, just he's more than willing to play that jiu-jitsu game. I think he's not going to play the jiu-jitsu game though. You don't see Buckley getting finished in St. Louis. I don't think it matters. It's not really going to be up to him. He's going to get finished or not. It's not like Rizboev is going to be like, oh, let me not finish you because you're in your hometown. That's not how it works out there. Manyfield doesn't pressure. He explodes from time to time, but he likes staying on the outside. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Rizboev is moving down to 170 here. He's got a couple of losses to 170 before, but I think this could be a different fight. This is gonna be a tough fight then from Bruno Ferreira and guys like Sergius Damas, where he poked in the eye. From a betting stand perspective, Olberg is not the spot. I don't really have the best rate on that one, so I'm just gonna stay away. I've been having success just staying away from fights that I don't really feel too good about. That's what you should do. Just if you don't have the best rate, if you're really confident, I mean, go put money on him. But if you don't really have the best rate and you're just guessing, like, there's really no need to be putting money on it. You're leaning a Buckley. I mean, I don't blame you guys. Buckley's clearly been fighting the better competition out there. He's really coming into his own right now. He just beat Vicente Luque, which is going to give him a lot of confidence. Marius Barrios said, what's going on? Mario Barrios said, Rizboev for the win. We find him be smoking on that Buckley pack. Let's go, man. I'm going with Rizboev. I believe in that OB Rizboev. Is he EV or is actually EV? Okay. It's actually EV. We believe in the EV and the OB. The OB rule, man, you always got to take the EV and OB rule. I'm going to pick Rizboev by ITD plus 200. ITD by Rizboev. If Rizboev is going to win, it's going to be by inside distance. So I don't think he's going to be outpointing him. He's got nice counter striking too, man. Like, he's actually got, like, he'll wait for his opportunities to counter strike. Next fight on the card is gonna be the main win of the evening, guys. We got Derek the Black Beast Lewis taking on Rigo Nascimento. Let's do a poll for this one. Nascimento taking on Lewis. I think Lewis is gonna win. I'm pretty confident Lewis gets it done. He doesn't really win when he's favored to win. Like, when everyone's expecting him to go out there and win, doesn't really win. He hasn't won in like a couple of years. Whenever he's been the favorite, when he's an underdog, he'll like win. Like, he absolutely just fucking fly. I just watched the fight this morning when he like absolutely took Lima's chin hit him with the flying knee in the first 30 seconds. I mean, when he's favored, I mean, I think he was favored Tai Tuivasa, right? Wasn't he favored to a Tai Tuivasa fight? I think he was in that Tai Tuivasa fight. He was favored. He went out there. Yeah, he was minus 190 over Tuivasa, and he wins out there, eats the elbow. He was trying to offensively wrestle in the Tai Tuivasa fight. I don't know why he was wrestling with Tai Tuivasa. He showed that he can wrestle too, so hopefully he doesn't go out there and start wrestling Rodrigo Nascimento. The only guy that's more of a point fighter that's beaten Lewis is Trogon. I mean, hopefully he catches Nascimento like he did with Curtis Blades. I had him by KO there. That was a big number for Lewis by KO. It was like plus 450 there by Lewis by KO. So I knew that Blade's gonna be like Blade's takedown entries are always like iffy. Like he'll like shoot from like a mile away, and that's what he did in that Lewis fight. And he ran into the uppercut, flatlined Blades. I like Lewis here a lot. I just the KO is like I'd see the KO happening. It's 5-round fight. There's no way this goes a distance. I mean, his fight with Almeida went the distance somehow. Lewis' money line is honestly not bad. I think Lewis is gonna fucking steamroll Nascimento. I'm not high on Nascimento at all. He was my lock of the week over Don Tomez in the Brazil card. Was that the Brazil card? Yeah, that was the Brazil card, right? Was that the Fight Night card or was that the Brazil card? Yeah, it was Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yeah, yeah, and just bro, that fight was like it was he barely edged that fight out. It was a 29-28 over Don Tomez. We should be finishing. He finished Don Tomez by submission in the first fight. He should have finished him in the second fight too. I don't know. I'm not sold on Nascimento, but he is only 31 years old though, so he's still kind of a baby for a heavyweight. Maybe he can make some improvements. I bet him over Latifi and I was like sweating it. That was absolute sweat. I bet him by money line there. It was like minus 200 I think over Latifi. He was minus 200 and I was like, bro, he was getting taken on. Latifi was taken on over and over and it was a very close fight. Some people think Latifi won the fight. Bozer was cracking him on the feet. I mean, Bozer had him in trouble. Chris Daukaus knocked him out. I mean, the first 40 seconds. I think Lewis knocks him out in the first minute. I'm gonna say Lewis by first round KO. I think Lewis is gonna steamroll him. Hurt plays majority into fights. I mean, that is true though. Didn't you all bet Blanchfield for that? I bet Blanchfield too. I bet Blanchfield too. So I mean, Blanchfield just couldn't get the takedowns at all. I mean, Manon Fear is a fucking weight bully. Ernie, I have later on. Yeah, that Barboza fight and Lerone fight. Are you guys talking about that one? Dirk, Levin, Herbs, Spices, Lewis. He's gonna take his shorts off. I'll bet you guys right now. Let's make a bet right now. You guys think he's gonna take his shorts off? Let's do a poll. That's the poll that we need. I don't think he's gonna. You guys start picking Nascimento. You guys really think Nascimento is gonna go out there beat Dirk Lewis? Come on, like, there's no way, bro. There's no way Nascimento is gonna like. I mean, can he get a submission? Maybe he can get a submission. I just don't see him knocking out Derek Lewis on the feet. Like, he's just got no power. He's got pillow hands for heavyweights. I don't know, man. I'm not really impressed with Nascimento. Like, you can go back and watch the tape. Like, I'm not impressed with this dude at all. Like he popped for PEDs in that Ellen Boudreaux fight. Like, that's why they turned into a no contest. Because he was juicing out there. He might be juicing for this fight, so you never know. Or he trains at American Top Team. Those guys are clearly known for juicing out there. I'm gonna pick Derek Lewis. I'm not really high on Nascimento. Derek Lewis is not the easiest guy to trust at chalk. Like, when he's underdog, like it's always a must play when he's as an underdog. What's the line on Derek Lewis right now? Derek Lewis. Minus 155 for Derek Lewis. Lewis KO is like minus 135. You might as well take the money line. Under 1.5 rounds, minus 150. I think Lewis is going to be one getting the KO. First round KO for Lewis, plus 205. He can get a KO in the 5th round too. We've seen him get knock out. Who's the guy that he knocked out? That tall, long, rangy Russian guy. Volkov. Yeah, he knocked out Volkov in the 5th round. I mean, he was losing that whole fight too when he knocked him out cold. That was crazy. That was one of the craziest knockouts I've seen from Derek Lewis. Where was that? When was that? How long ago was that? That was fucking a while ago too. Holy shit. That was back in 2018. Damn, time flies crazy. That was like the last. There's only like 15 seconds to go too. Like, bro, I remember Derrick Rose was like plus 4,000, like plus 2,500 or something like that. It was like something crazy, and he knocked out World Cup like nasty, brutal KO or World Cup there. That was absolutely brutal. Like, so he's gonna be live for a KO throughout the whole fight. You might as well take the money line on Derrick Lewis. I just don't. I'm probably gonna pass. I don't really be betting heavyweight fights like crazy anymore. Like the last time that I bet a heavyweight fight, I think it was what was it? I think it was the Spain fight. I think um I don't really bet heavyweight fights like crazy anymore. Yeah, I've been staying away from heavyweight fights. I'll probably take the fights and go distance and parlays and stuff. Even that one, I got PTSD from the Almeida and Derrick Lewis fight from fight doesn't go the distance. I had the under 2.5 rounds in a parlay, and everyone's parlay got fucking absolutely dusted. And the Gable Bonfim as a parlay piece killed a couple more parlays there. That was a terrible card for me. But yeah, I think Lewis gets it done here. I think it's gonna be a. He should just throw another flying knee over Nascimento like he did in that Dario de Lima, who I think is a way better striker than Nascimento. I think De Lima would absolutely steamroll Nascimento easy. I think he would knock him out with the leg kicks. You bet Manan, yeah, that was a great under play. I think people had I seen someone that had a lot of money on the Manan by decision. That was a great read there. I think you locked her by decision. Fight goes distance, yeah. Not you just said Lewis is good against fighters that touch and go. Yeah, guys that don't have a lot of firepower. He's not really gonna respect them. I feel like he popped for Ritalin. Really? No, I think that was who was it? That was someone else. That was Mario Buenasola, wasn't it? Or was it Nascimento? There's no way Nascimento was popping for Ritalin. I think he popped for PEDs. I think Mario Buenasola was the one that popped for Ritalin. He's not even on the good stuff. Yeah, yeah. You like Lewis and Buckley parlay? Probably not bad. I mean, two leg parlay for good plus money. Probably not bad. I'm on the Lewis and Ziboyev side though. Let's look at parlay. The parlay that I like for this card. I like Herbeski as a parlay piece a lot. Okay, what the hell happened? But there we go. Herbeski as a parlay piece. I like this one. Fight goes over 1.5 rounds, and then you can take the over 2.5 rounds in this fight. Where's JJ Aldrich? No, it's not. It's not like crazy plus money though, but plus 122 for that 3 leg parlay. I mean, you can take the Spain in there too. Plus 231 4 leg parlay. I don't really do a lot of 4 leg parlays. Like I only do the only 4 leg parlays that I'll do is PFO and stuff like LFA. Like I like doing 4 leg parlays and LFA and stuff. UFC's it gets kind of tricky unless like it's a favor heavy card. This might be. I think we're gonna see some underdogs winning on this card. I like this parlay though. Herbeski money line over 1.5 in that Kevin just said and Jared Gooden fight. Veronica Hardy over 2.5 rounds in that fight, and the Spain money line. Let me know what you guys think about this parlay. Let's do a long shot parlay. Let's do a long shot parlay now. Long shot parlay. I mean, damn. Derrick Lewis. Bro, let's do underdog parlay. What's the underdog parlay I would like? I like McKinney as underdog. I've never really parlayed McKinney though. I just play him like round 1, and then like play him round 2 sprinkles. I always bet McKinney props like when he fought Moret, I bet him by first round finish and it was plus 100 there. McKinney's the guy you just want to place money, put money on the first round or second round. First round usually, normally. I think this fight goes over 2.5 rounds too, but I think all these women's MMA fights goes over 2.5 rounds. Bro, let's do a like long shot parlay. I like Borshev. I mean, he's not an underdog, but I like Borshev here, and Ruziboyev. I mean, plus 857. I mean, imagine that for 3 leg parlay cashes. Vyacheslav Borshev returns McKinney plus 141. Nursultan Ruziboyev. Let's take Borshev out of there. Borshev out of there plus 457 for that 2 leg parlay. McKinney and Nursultan Ruziboyev. I think that's pretty solid, man. Charles Johnson in there, like plus 1,200. Fuck, I mean, stay away from that one. because Johnson is so inconsistent sometimes. I like that too. Like I mean, probably that the chances of that happening are way higher than I'm not gonna crazy juice for Pyramid best in there plus minus 400. I think that could cash. But keep your parlays to 2 legs. Like, but my confidence picks are Besky. I'm confident in Rebesky. I think Rebesky gets done. I think Lewis gets done too. I'm like medium confident with Lewis here, but Lewis is not the always an easy guy to trust out there. I'm like medium. I'm not crazy confident as well though. This could be a tough weight cut for him. Rebesky's a high confidence pick. Woodson is a high confidence pick. The Spain, I have confidence in Spain too. Borshev, I'm medium confidence Borshev here. McKinney is like a low confidence pick. I'm not crazy confident McKinney because of cardio. If you had better cardio, I'd be like way more confident. Trey Waters like low confidence pick. Johnson low confidence pick. Just said I'm medium confident. Just said it's gonna go out there and win. Here's the Aldrich like low to medium confidence pick there. Good card though. I mean, so it's not a bad card out there. It's gonna be a fight night card too. It's not gonna be a pay per view or anything. So we're not gonna pay. I mean, you're gonna pay anyways. You're gonna be paying for that. Unless you're watching for free, you're gonna be. I pay for like a TSN. I mean, Sportsnet and stuff to watch the prelims on there and UFC Fight Pass. But fun. I mean, it's a good card. At least we're not gonna be back in Day-Night Dungeon, right? So at least we're not gonna be going back to Day-Night Dungeon anymore. But that's not bad. I like that tie Lewis and Buckley. If you like Buckley, Grizzly Boy was too good to parlay Buckley and Lewis. What is Terrence KO? Lewis Terrence KO is not out here right now, bro. Terrence props, they haven't dropped the Terrence props right now. They're probably waiting for other books to drop the props to see how much money comes in on McKinney by round 1 or round 2. They haven't dropped the props on BetOnline right now for McKinney fight. I don't see it yet. Look, there's no props on BetOnline. Usually is the first one to drop the props. They dropped the props for most other fights other than the McKinney fight. That's the only fight that we don't have props right now for. I like Rebesky. I think Rebesky, you can't parlay props on BetOnline, which I don't like because you gotta wait for DraftKings to drop the props and then you can parlay props on DraftKings. BetOnline doesn't really let you, like, the only things you can parlay on BetOnline is the over 2.5 rounds. You can't parlay like look, you can't parlay like inside distance props. Only like I would parlay Rebesky and Ruzy Boy by ITD and McKinney by ITD, or like but you can't. They don't let you do that here. Look, or fights go distance here. Like you can. They don't let you parlay this on a BetOnline for some reason. I don't know why, but DraftKings. I like DraftKings. That's what I use DraftKings for mostly for props and stuff. Some money lines. I use BetOnline and DraftKings mostly. Those are the two books that I use mostly. But DraftKings takes way too long to drop a money line. Like I mean, they drop the money lines early, but they take way too long. Drop the totals and over. I think they already dropped the overs and unders. They just take a while to drop the props for some reason for MMA. BetOnline I like BetOnline. Hopefully they can sponsor us someday when our channel takes off. He's not even on the good stuff. I think Derek Lewis and Spain, yeah, that's not bad. Do you like JJ Eldridge? Bro, that's a tough fight. I mean, not a bad underdog though, but I'm just gonna stay away from that one. I think JJ can make something happen though. Probably make like a long shot parlay with JJ as an underdog by decision. But probably not gonna I'm not gonna put more than like a quarter unit on the long shot parlay. I'll just do some long shot parlays for fun sometimes. I don't really be putting like the long shot parlay that we did last time was it was this one Rito to win in round 1 round 2. It was plus 150 and we had Pereira to win in round 1 round 2. Petrino was the one that killed that long shot parlay. Only had $25 on it, so thank God I didn't have Petrino in every parlay. I had close parlay with Pereira. I had Brito parlay with Rufi. Like I didn't have any parlay like main parlay with Petrino in there because I knew this was gonna be a tough fight for him because Smith is not a bum, and Smith proved that he's not a bum. like that killed my long shot parlay. I was gonna make 1.5 units on that long shot parlay. Like almost like 1.6 units on that long shot parlay if Petrino didn't fumble the bag out there. But that's the game, bro. That's the game we play. So shit like that can happen sometime. There's someone out there, like I'm not gonna name the YouTube channel, but there's someone out there that had 5 units on a parlay with 5 leg parlay, 5 chalky leg parlay, and like $500, bro. I would be pissed. I'd cry myself to sleep if I had that parlay. Louis said I was picking scam deal sponsorship coming soon. So, yo, FanDuel, like they don't pay you money sometimes. Like I don't know what's like. Is that why you're calling FanDuel? Bro, they don't pay you out sometimes. Even Betway, I used to do Betway, right? Betway, like this one time, I like when I got into betting and I was like starting to do research and stuff. I made like from $16, I made $1,300. It was that Andras and Limos fight card where I made a ton of money. That's probably the most money I've made on a single card betting from only starting with like $20. It took a month and a half to pay me my fucking $1,300. It took so long, bro. That's why I stopped using Betway too. But I like Betway. I mean, that's not before like Bet Online and like DraftKings. Like before DraftKings was illegal in like illegal in Ontario in Canada. We used to just use Betway mostly. But yeah, they took so long, and it pissed me off, and I was like, I don't really use that book anymore. The lines are staying before the props drop, so I parlay props with future events, money lines. That's probably not bad. The last time that I did something like that was it was let me see, what was it, it was that I had Cortez Acosta over Andrzejowski as a chalky favorite, and I had Sean O'Malley. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it was like I had a 4 leg parlay, but one of the leg fell off. It was the last leg was Sean O'Malley there. What was it? Let me see if I can find it, bro. Holy shit, it was a long time ago. UFC 29 was like, that was just like a couple weeks back. Bro, it's fucking UFC 299. Bro, time flies. I mean, UFC 299 just feels like a couple months back. 299. Okay, so it was okay, I can't even fucking find it anymore. So it was actually, yeah, okay, so it was Gary to win. Yeah, Gary was the other leg of the parlay. So I had Gary, Cortez Acosta, and I had O'Malley to win. 2 units to win. I won $340 because I had one more leg in there. I can't remember the fourth leg, but it was like Cortez Acosta almost fumbled that parlay for me, bro. Like I was like so pissed off because I was like, if Cortez Acosta didn't win the third round, I think that parlay would have been dusted. I would have been pissed off. And I was like, that was probably I don't usually do like I should do that. I should do a lot though, like mixing parlays from other cards out there. You can probably do that, but I just like stick to one card normally now. I'll do like LFA fighters with the UFC fighters. Like I like doing that sometimes. But not everyone can out there has ways to be betting LFA and PFO and stuff. So that's not bad. I like doing that though. What about my bookie? I've never used my bookie before. I just stick to my bet online and then DraftKings mostly. You like the composer of Just Said and Rubeski. Yeah, I like that. I like the over 2.5 as a parlay piece more than I like Just Said Moneyline even because I like Just Said. I think he's a high confidence pick. I think he wins more likely than not. Likely decision too. I think it goes over 1.5 rounds though because Gooden's really tough, and I think Just Said's gonna be staying safe. He's not gonna be like taking a lot of risk out there. I think it's the way slicker striker out there. Bitsy said, let's go, Bitsy. Leaning on the Spain, but has nothing past the first round. I think he does. I mean, his fights in Taekwondo have gone long. So FanDuel, I like FanDuel for props. That's what I made my account for FanDuel. But they have the best props and prop numbers out there normally. They give you more juice and props, but they don't pay you in time, bro. DraftKings they'll pay you money back in minutes. That you can transfer money like in minutes, which I like. Even Bet Online they take like at least like 2 days. Barstool called my bookie out for not paying. There's like a couple books out there like Betway. I mean, they were asking for my ID, passport, and stuff like that. Was fucking annoying. Eventually, they paid me back my money like after like a month, like a 90 days off. It's crazy. It's so long. That's the longest I waited to be paid off. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be out here now. We've been here 3 hours. I was supposed to go live for like an hour and a half, but I appreciate you guys as always, man. I appreciate all the super chat. Again, welcome. Appreciate that again. Appreciate you, Andrew, becoming a member. I appreciate you guys being here, all man. I appreciate you guys earning. Luis Emperano, always for supporting the channel, brother. Razor, appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I'm gonna get some food now. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go to work tomorrow, but I'll probably be live tomorrow, maybe tomorrow for like an hour. But I'll be live on the weekend also. I think we got PFL this week. Not really the best PFL card. What's the PFL card this week? I don't think the PFL card's probably that good. We got BFL. I'm not watching BFL, which is a Canadian promotion. We got KSW. I mean, I like KSW. But what time does the UFC card? UFC card starts at 4 p.m. So we're gonna be live for UFC. There's no way I'm gonna be live for KSW. Yeah, what's the P4 cards next week? I think so. I'll be live for UFC this Saturday. I'll be live like Friday with Chris Moreau, 5 round. We'll go over all the picks and everything once everything drops. Lucid later pick and come out with them PFL picks. Yeah, PFL, we've been on a heater for PFL. Our ROI for PFL alone is like 27%. Like that's the highest ROI betting wise any promotion out there. PFL like parlays, bro. PFL parlays always come through easy. Like PFLs, I love parlaying PFL fighters. Even LFA's been pretty solid for us this year. Yeah, later guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy. Have a good night, guys. Easy. Appreciate you guys as always. Later.